You only ever known. Y'all the main ones I'm watching on my throne. Created everything, but I called you my own. That land I gave you, put my name on it, my home. Yeah, that's my home. Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I made a promise, can't nobody take it. I chose to put you above all the nations. Out of your graves, I chose to awaken. We made a covenant, don't you forsake it. Come get protected while they going crazy. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. I woke you up in your land of captivity. I do not change, I want you to remember me. Laws and commandments, I gave you the remedy. Go read the testimonies for your memory. I sent them prophets, but you wasn't hearing me. I come to you if you really come near to me. I heard your cry.
Like 1 Kings 12. And I'm like, wow, we didn't get far. Now for what we're about to get into, we didn't get far, but guess what? All honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh for what you have obtained, and hopefully you studied it. So you will understand how we got to this position to where other nations, even yourselves, used to call yourselves Gentiles. Even yourselves call yourselves Gentiles. And even other nations would tell you were a Gentile. And you drunk it, hook, line, and sinker. Matter of fact, you was asking for a double portion at the end of the day because you was telling yourself, at least I'm in there. At least I'm in there, right? But not knowing, all praise and honor and glory to the Most High God, ye are the sons and daughters of Yahweh. Sons and daughters of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? All praises for that thing. That's why I can never get over this teaching, because I just love it when it tears down strongholds. And it never stops giving. I'm telling you, this is a doctrine that never stops giving. And the more you read it, the more you're going to see the simplicity of what you weren't told. And then you're going to be like, oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is undeniable now. This is undeniable, right? Does anybody have any questions and comments or concerns before we get into it on the topic from last week, or something that didn't sit right with you, right? Because again, I want to make sure, like, it's funny how we're talking about this in the spirit. We're all on one accord. On one accord. Yes, ma'am.
I kind of want to give a report. The last 3 days Damon and I were in Dallas to see my brother.
Okay.
And boy, oh boy, that's why he's sick today.
He burned himself out, did he?
He talked until he couldn't, his voice was gone.
Wow.
And it was about strangers and Gentiles. My brother could not get the understanding of the Gentiles. And Damon, forgive me for calling him Damon.
I understand. Officer Ariel.
He was bringing scriptures. Scriptures was coming to him like the spirit was just moving. And my brother was, what? Where you get that from? I didn't see that. And then he would go back. It was just back and forth. And pretty soon the whole house was quiet. Everybody was listening.
Oh, praise
God. Ariel's voice, you know how loud his voice is. Like softer and softer. He got losing his voice. And he didn't quit. He kept going. And my brother finally said, okay, man. And he didn't concede, but he just said, okay. Right. Okay, it was like he was on top of him, and he would say, okay, I quit. So he kept saying, okay, so this is interesting to me, and I'm ready to go into it some more.
All praises, all praises. I'm glad that you're ready to receive some more. Give all honor and glory to praise unto Yahweh, that y'all, Officer Ariel was in the spirit to be out there to teach, because that's what we're out here to do. A lot of people don't know that this is the work. They don't get that this is the work to go out in the highways and byways and actually do what Isaiah 58 say do. They don't understand that. They feel as if that you're on some movement that seems more cultish than spiritual. They really do believe that you're on some type of cult thing because you're just throwing up at the mouth with the scriptures. No. Not throwing up at the mouth with the scriptures. We're actually in the spirit to bring the Bible out and to recall scripture from memory now. To work on that part, not to philosophize the scriptures or water them down. No, we're supposed to literally speak, thus saith the Lord, as the Bible actually commands us to speak. So when we do that, at first it looks overwhelming to most of our people who are still lost. But after a while, if the Spirit be upon them, because we are messengers. The Most High, He gives the increase, but we are just messengers. So we pray that whoever we message to, that Yahweh waters them, and that He increased them in knowledge and wisdom, that they know who they are, they know what they're supposed to do, predicate to Yahweh, and they do it until the end, that they also should be bid unto the marriage, unto the fold, so in saying that anyone else, before we begin, like I said, I want to make sure that we're all on one accord. So if you do miss a precept or two, or you do have questions about what we're reading, I want to make sure that you have a good understanding from last week, right? About going to the law, about strangers, sojourners, going to the testimony a little bit, but we're going to go into some more history and some more law, and we're going to guide ourselves into testimony. So you will see how we got to this position to call ourselves in time past Gentiles, aka Hamites, aka of other nations, or mixed, or 2/3 that, 1/5 this type of malarkey, right? You're going to totally understand how we got to this point to where we are called the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All praises, all praises. Let's start in the book of 1 Kings again. 1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 21, Bible can show. 1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 21. It reads, "And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin, and 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. But the word of Yahweh came unto Shemaiah, the man of Yahweh, saying, Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Thus saith the Lord, ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me. They hearken therefore to the word of the Lord, and return to depart according to the word of the Lord. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim, and dwelt therein, and went out from thence, and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, Now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of the people turn again unto their Lord. To who? Unto their Lord. So instead of Jeroboam following the order of Yahweh, right? Remember, for those who remember from last week, who set all of this up? For those who remember from last week, who set all this up? For Jeroboam to move the way he's moving, for Rehoboam to move the way he's moving, right? Who set this all up?
Solomon.
Solomon's fault. You would say Solomon's fault, but if you remember from last week, I feel like give me brother Yasha Allah. Grace and peace, brother. Grace and peace. It's like wait till you get the mic.
The younger fellows, when they give advice to be hard on the people.
All right. I see where you at. I see where y'all at. We read these things. We read these things. But I was going somewhere, right? To see where y'all at for one from last week. All right, brother Joel. Grace and peace, brother.
Grace and peace, Captain. Yahweh set this.
Who set it up?
Yahweh.
How do you know Yahweh set it up?
Because it says, I forget the scripture, but it says, this is a deed. Don't fight your brother.
This is from who?
Yahweh.
God, it's from Yahweh. Yeah. Right? Who did he tell this to? Who did he tell this to? Yahweh told it to someone from last week. Salakia. Salakia. I know where you're going. Grace and peace, brother.
Grace and peace.
1
Kings 11 and 31.
Let's read that. 1 Kings 11 and 31.
31. Yes. This is 1 Kings 11 and 31.
And that's what I was asking earlier to see where we're at, so I know where we're going. Come on.
And he said to Jeroboam, take thee 10 pieces.
Well, back it up some more. Back it up some more.
Verse 30.
Because I want to see who is telling Jeroboam this.
You want to go 29?
Come.
All right, this is 1 Kings 11 and 29. And it came to pass at the time when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem that the prophet Ahijah.
The prophet who?
Ahijah.
Come on.
And the Shilonite.
Come on.
Found him in the way. And he had clad himself with a new garment.
Read.
And they two were alone in the field.
Read.
And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him and rent it in 12 pieces.
Read.
And he said to Jeroboam, take thee 10 pieces, for thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith who?
Thus saith the Lord,
come on,
the Yahweh of Israel. Behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hands of Solomon and will give thee 10 tribes to thee.
See that? So the Most High set this up because of what Brother Yatha was bringing out, and because Rehoboam's heart, how his heart was. The Most High saw that wickedness in the brethren. Like you got the book of 1 Kings and 2 Kings. There were some wicked kings, God. They were more wicked than righteous, God. Most High said, oh, I know how to do y'all. I'm going to separate y'all. But it's not coming from them. It's coming from Yahweh because he saw the spirit that they had on them. So he told Ahijah, I'm going to rend you guys. 10 tribes here. And at the time, it was just called Judah. But who went with Judah? Benjamin went with Judah. And then now, when we read 1 and 2 Kings, after a while, who ended up with Judah and Benjamin? After a while, who ended up with Judah and Benjamin? How we got to where we got so-called New Testament. All right? All right, Yeshua. Grace and peace, brother.
The Levites.
Levi got kicked out from the 10 tribes. And ended up now with Southern Kingdom. All this was prophesied by Yahweh to give to Ahijah to tell them this is coming from me. Because I see the wickedness going amongst the kings of Israel. All right, let's jump back to chapter 12 and where you leave off at.
I'm going to read 27.
Start at verse 25 again, Bob Kishah. Somebody coming. Shalom, shalom. What's up? Right? All right? You got to put that out there. All right? 1 Kings 12 and read 25 up.
Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein.
Read.
And went out from thence and built Penuel.
Come on.
And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
To who?
House of David.
So because of his wicked spirit that the Most High God saw, he's rendering them apart. But now you're going to see things, play them things out. We already know what he on, and now you're going to see what Jeroboam's on. Come on.
If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of his people turn again unto their Lord.
Because he knows the order. He knows the order that northern kingdom is supposed to follow southern kingdom. He knows the order. So on his wicked mind, go ahead.
Even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah.
And that's his problem. They're going to go to Rehoboam. Right? Come on.
And they shall kill me.
They shall do what?
Kill me.
Right.
And go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah.
Read.
Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold.
Made what?
2 calves of gold.
Salakia. This is how you know he knew what the game was. Why would he say they're going to kill me? Why would he say they're going to kill me? Is he imagining this? I would say no too. So why is he saying they're going to kill me? Grace and peace, brother Yehoshua.
Because he's going against the law.
Thank you. Remember what Moses said? It stayed in my head. Those who are for the Lord, be on my side. He's remembering that. They all read the Torah. That's all they had. So he's remembering that.
That's right.
The days of old, the days of their fathers. Who was on the Lord's side? And they pulled all daggers out and killed those who were still worshiping the calf, who would not come onto the other side. See that? He's remembering those days. So he knows, if I go against Rehoboam, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. So what does he do? Read what you got. Read it again now.
Verse 28.
Come on.
Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold.
Read.
And said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem.
Read.
Behold thy gods, O Israel,
Read.
which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Read.
And he set the one in Bethel, and the other one he put in Dan.
Come on.
And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
Come on.
And he made it a house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people.
What did he do?
Made priests of the lowest of the people.
Wow.
Which were not of the sons of Levi.
Which were not of Levi heritage. You see that? And so he knows what he's doing, right? But remember, this came from the Most High. Whatever we start to do, he makes sure we going to drink that cup. Unless we repent. Come on.
And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah. And he offered upon the altar, so did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priest of the high places which he had made. So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart.
Of his whose heart?
His own heart.
Of his own heart. Making up a new day.
And ordained a feast unto the children of Israel. And he offered upon the altar the burnt incense.
The burnt incense. Stop right there, right? Now let's go get 2 Chronicles chapter 11. Oh, for sure. 2 Chronicles chapter 11. We did a little recap to show you, because of Solomon, because of Rehoboam, Jeroboam, the Most High God sent Ahijah to divide the nations. To divide the nations. To divide us. 2 Chronicles. What, chapter 11?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's like, bear with me.
Yes, sir.
Bear with me. Make sure I'm there with you guys. Come. I want to get 2 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 5 up. Sure.
Come. 2 Chronicles 11 and 5.
One.
And Rehoboam dwelt in Jerusalem and built cities for defense in Judah. He built even Bethlehem and Etam and Tekoa and Beth-zur and Shakul and Adullam and Gath and Mareshah and Zip and Adoram and Lachish and Azekah and Zorah and Ajalon and Hebron, which are in Judah and in Benjamin, fenced cities. And he fortified the strongholds and put captains in them, and store of victual and of bile and wine. And in every several cities he put shields and spears, and made them exceeding strong, having Judah and Benjamin on his side.
Come on.
And the priests and the Levites that were all in Israel, resorted to him out of all their coasts.
Out of what?
Out of all their coasts.
Read.
For the Levites left their suburbs and their possession.
So it's funny how they have suburbs in there. So that's nothing new. That's nothing new. We've been had the burbs. But we invented the burbs. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So when you be seeing them doing what they're doing, you understand, we showing the whole earth how to live. On everything, on every aspect, every echelon. Right? Come on.
Yes, sir. For the Levites left their suburbs and their possession and came to Judah and Jerusalem. For Jeroboam and his son had cast them off from executing the priest's office.
Now we know exactly what happened. Jeroboam cast off the priest's office and used the lowest of the Israelites. It's funny how it says it, the lowest of the Israelites, Dan. And now Levi had to do what? They came and got accepted by Judah and Benjamin, and now they're in the fortified lands that are built up as a defense with the defense cities, right? Keep reading that.
Yes, unto
16.
Unto the Lord. Verse 15. And he ordained him priest for the high places, and for the devils, and for the calves which he had made.
Read.
And after them, out of all the tribes of Israel, such as set their hearts to seek the Lord Yahweh of Israel, came to Jerusalem to sacrifice unto the Lord Yahweh of their fathers.
And so, but still, it's showing you, even though Dan was doing what he was doing, setting up, devils. So, in other words, he's trying to worship Yahweh and worship the calves and devils all at the same time. I mean, there's your Constantine spirit right there. All religions in one house is what he was trying to do even back then. See that? Ain't nothing new going on with us today. But still, when verse 16, you still had Israelites who still knew better. They still had Northern Kingdom saying, hey, I don't know what he's doing. I know I gotta go worship with Southern Kingdom. I still have to follow the priesthood. I still gotta follow it. I cannot divert from that, right? Because everything has to be done decent and in order according to scriptures. Right? So 2 Kings chapter 15. And again, if anyone got any questions, please don't hesitate. I want to make sure I don't want to lose anybody. 2 Kings chapter 15 and verse 23. 2 Kings chapter 15 and verse 23, Bible show.
1 Kings 15 and 23, if you're there.
2 Kings.
2 Kings, rather. 15, you're there.
And 23, Bible show. Right? Because we're going back, like we mentioned earlier, there's a reason why you have 1st and 2nd Kings, because out of our generations, we still had kings. We still had kings, right? But some of them still had the spirit of Rehoboam. Some of them still had the spirit of Jeroboam. So we're going into some of our kings to see how they're following and also to see where we are. To have some understanding about the split. So when we do get to so-called New Testament precepts, you'll see how we got to that issue to where we're calling ourselves Gentiles. We're calling ourselves by another nations, being Greek or Roman, or Corinth, or in Ephesus, or Colossae, right? You'll see what's going on because of what we're reading in the so-called Tanakh, right? The Old Testament. Give me 2 Kings 15 and 23, Bible.
Yes, sir. In the 50th year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekahiah, the son of Menahem, began to reign over Israel in Samaria.
Where was it ruling at?
In Samaria.
In Samaria. Just so y'all can see that. I mean, you're going to read Samaria even before this time, but just showing you this is a good point for you to point out to people when they want to talk about Samaria, Samaritans in that aspect. Because now you see in the 5th year of Azariah, king of Judah, the Pekahiah, the son of Menahem, began to reign over Israel in Samaria.
And reigned 2 years.
Go ahead.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. Read.
He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam.
See that? He's continuing in the spirit of Jeroboam. Come on.
The son of Nebat.
The son of who?
Nebat, who made Israel to sin. And Pekah, the son of Remaliah, a captain of his, conspired against him and smote him in Samaria.
And did what?
Smote him in Samaria.
So I saw your question. I saw your question. Give me the book of Genesis chapter 49 verse 16. I saw your question. This is not part of the lesson, so you can write it on a side note. I wanted to convolute your lesson.
Hey, grace and peace, and we got a new viewer, a brother at Creation 3D. Says he's from give his tribe over there. Yeah, from the tribe of Judah, and he's watching us out of Baltimore. This is his question.
This is his question. So it says, do the scriptures show Dan getting judged, or is Dan a judge? Because I'm kind of not fully understanding because it's Dan getting judged. First, give me Genesis chapter 49, verse 16. This is just for online. Genesis chapter 49, verse 16. There's one precept. Genesis 49 and 16. Mm-hmm. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. As what? As one of the tribes of Israel. As one of the tribes of Israel. Right? So I'm hitting that side of the note, and also give me Ezekiel chapter 48, right? And start at verse 31 and read to verse 33. Ezekiel 48, what is it, sir? Ezekiel chapter 48, verse 31 to verse 33, Baba Kishar. It reads, and the gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel. Come on. 3 gates northward, 1 gate of Reuben, 1 gate of Judah, 1 gate of Levi. And at the east side, 4,503 gates, and 1 gate of Joseph, 1 gate of Benjamin, 1 gate of Dan. 1 gate of who? Of Dan. 1 gate of Dan, right? So if you understand that even Dan has a gate, right, you'll understand the Revelations. All Israelites have to go before Yahweh to be judged. And you will have haves and have-nots according to the 12,000 from each tribe. It is that simple. It is that simple. But that's why we love questions and we love to give answers, so we'll be on one accord. So Dan will be a judge, and Dan will be a judge. And the last precept is Matthew chapter 19, verse 28.
They gave a little bit more context.
You should show Dan getting judged from being a false priest. Well, that's what we're bringing out right here. Well, I guess I should have went to Revelation. Because when people don't see Dan, literally see Dan, they don't understand that we just read Ezekiel is coming by way of Joseph. They don't see that. But get what I want you to get.
You said Matthew's 19:28?
Yes, sir.
St. Matthew's 19:28.
Come on.
And Yahushua said unto them,
come on.
Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration,
the what?
In the regeneration,
yes, sir.
When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Come. You see that? So everybody of Israel is going to be judged. Everyone is going to be judged. It's just, it is what it is. All of your actions have to come to fruition. Those who are written in the book of life, you know where you are. For those who aren't written, you know where you are. Daniel prophesied it in Daniel 12. Revelations prophesied it as well, about the elect judging the 12 tribes. All right, these things cover that question. Some of Dan has earned the right to be a judge, as was prophesied in Genesis 49. But as we already know, 2/3 of Israel, whatever tribe they be, 2/3 of Israel is going to fall short from that glory. These things are already written. And I pray that brother got the understanding from those precepts, right? And this also predicated on Torah and Tanakh, and also in the gospel, this is prophesied that all Israel will be judged predicated on their actions, right? Going back to the lesson.
We stopped at 2 Kings 15 and 23. We read 23.
2 Kings chapter 11?
We was at 15 and 23 is where we stopped. We read all 23. We know, unless you wanted 24 read, sir. 15:23. From Judah, Pekahiah.
The fortified cities.
That is correct.
So 2 Kings 15 and 23. Bear with me. And we read to what?
We read all of 23.
All of 23?
Yes, sir.
Start where you left off at, Sean, verse 24.
Yes, sir. 2 Kings 15 and 24.
Come on.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin.
Come on.
But Pekahiah, the son of Remaliah, a captain of his, conspired against him and smote him in Samaria, in the palace of the king's house, with Argob and Ari and Array, and with him 50 men of Gileadites. And he killed him and reigned in his room.
Come on.
And the rest of the acts of Pekahiah and all that he did, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel.
Go ahead.
In the 52nd year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekahiah, the son of Remaliah, began to reign over Israel in Samaria, and reigned 20 years.
And did what?
Reigned 20 years.
Read.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin.
Who did what?
Made Israel to sin.
Come on.
In the days of Pekahiah, king of Israel, came to Tiglath-Pileser.
Slakia is Tiglath-Pileser. Tiglath-Pileser. Come on.
Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria.
Read.
And took Ijon and Abedel, Beth-Machah, and Janoah, and Kadesh, and Hazor, and Gilead, and Galilee. All the kings of Naphtali.
Slakia, read it again.
Yes, sir. Verse 29.
No, the latter clause. All the what?
All the land of Naphtali, and carried them captive to Assyria.
To where?
Assyria.
You see that? Now even Naphtali is carried away unto Assyria. You see that? Out of Samaria, right? Bear with me. Keep reading.
Yes, sir. Verse 30. And Hoshea, the son of Elah, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and smote him.
And did what?
And smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. And the rest of the acts of Pekah, and all that he did, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel.
You see that? Everything has been written and documented. And that's why Jeroboam, I said earlier, he knew what he was doing. He knew he was going off. And even the scripture says that even those who had followed Jeroboam did evil in the sight of the Lord. To keep the sin in Israel and cause Israel to sin, right? Let's go to the book of Isaiah, just to tie in some precepts to show you, for those who already know about Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 1 on down, you have the history of us coming out of Samaria into Assyria. Coming out of Samaria into Assyria, right? Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 1, Baba Bishop.
We're there. We'll wait for him. Let everybody know.
Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 1, Baba Bishop.
Isaiah 7 and 1.
Come on.
And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Syria,
the king of who?
Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up toward Jerusalem to war against it.
So now you have Judah and Syria. If y'all peeping it, you got Judah and Syria going to war together. Against who? King of Israel, Ramaliah. You see that mess? I'm just trying, and again, the spirit is still here today. That's why some of us gonna run to the hills with your enemy, because the spirit is still here today. But again, this is for education. This is for your heritage, so you know how we got to this position that you would use another nation, team up with another nation to go against your brother. Right? Come on.
But could not prevail against it.
That's right. Come on.
And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederates with Ephraim.
With who?
With Ephraim.
Read.
And his heart was moved, and his heart of his people, as the trees of the wood are moved with the wind.
Read.
Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, Go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and Shear Jeshub, thy son, and the end of the conduit of the upper pool in the highway of the fuller's field.
Read.
And say unto him, take heed and be quiet. Fear not, neither the faint-hearted for the two tails of the smoking firebrands. For the fierce anger of reason and Syria.
Slow it down a little bit. Because the fierce anger of who?
Fierce anger of reason with Syria.
With Syria. Come
and
on.
of the son of Remaliah.
Come on.
Because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee.
Come on.
Saying, let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabiel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall not stand.
It shall not stand, because it said at the beginning in 1 Kings, even though I'm splitting y'all up, I will not allow y'all to come against each other. That law was already set up in 1 Kings by Yahweh, that I will not allow y'all to come against each other. Even though you see what they're trying to do, trying to plot against each other and use other nations to do it. At that effect, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's a heathen mindset. That's a Gentile mindset. When you actually use another nation to come up against your brother. And then help. And then try to help in and act like you're doing it. No. But Yahweh said this will not stand. Read.
Neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus.
Come on.
And the head of Damascus is Richmond.
Come on.
And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken.
Shall be what?
Be broken.
Read.
That it be not a people.
Now you need to underline that part, that phrase. Broken or highlight it. Be broken and be not a people. It literally was prophesied that they will be called not a people. You see that? So, again, for those who already know where we're going, you need these key phrases, these relative texts, these key words to put the puzzles together about your heritage and how it came to be called not a people. Right? Because if you don't have this history and the understanding of the Torah and the Tanakh about how your heritage got sifted and got broken apart to where now it's called not a people, right? Then you allow other doctrines will fill you up saying, in John 1 and 10, God ain't dealing with y'all no more. And so if you call yourself an Israelite, you've been cut off anyway. Right? They'll be on that type of time, and because you don't have the history, you're like, yeah, I guess you're right. You start talking like that. But now you have the history to some degree, the breakdown to some degree, but trust me, there's a whole lot more we're going to get into today and even most likely next week to show you how we got to be called not a people. Because it ain't just Ephraim. It ain't just Ephraim being called not a people. All right. Continue reading about Kishon.
Yes, sir. Verse 9. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria.
Is where?
Is Samaria.
Is Samaria that you read in Kings. That you read also in Chronicles. Come on.
And the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son.
Read.
If you will not believe.
If you what?
If you will not believe.
So at the end of the day, if you don't believe, right? Go ahead.
Surely you shall not be established.
You continue to say I'm a Hamite. You continue to say I'm mixed. You'll continue to say anything other than I'm a child of God. That's what you'll go on saying. Or if you do call yourself a child of God, you won't lift a finger to do the will of God. Because you still have a mindset saying, I only want to do what I want to do, and I don't know who I am or what I am. You'll be on that type of time. Right? Walk with me. 2 Kings 15 again. Where we left off at. Start at verse 32, Baba Kishon. Because remember, we started talking about Uzziah, king of Judah, and Rezin. We're going back to show you some more history. From 2 Kings 15, start at verse 32.
Yes, right? Sir. 2 Kings 15, 32.
This is when Jotham is ruling over Judah. This is his time. Come on.
Yes, sir. In the second year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, began Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, to reign.
Read.
25 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem.
Come on.
And his mother's name was Jerusha, the daughter of Zadok. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Most High God.
He did what?
Did that which was right in the sight of the Most High God.
All praises, come on.
He did according to all that his father Uzziah had done.
Read.
Howbeit, the high places were not removed.
Come on.
The people sacrificed and burned incense still in the high places.
Come on.
He built the higher gate of the house of the Lord.
Read.
Now the rest of the acts of Jotham and all that he did are not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Judah.
Read.
In those days, the Lord began to sin against Judah, Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah.
Read.
And Jotham slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, his father. And Ahaz, his son, reigned in his stead.
Come, see that? So, like I said, you had righteous kings going through the generations, but the downfall came upon those that came after. That spirit was still there on Jeroboam and Rehoboam's seed. That wickedness was still there between Judah and Israel. And that's why when you get to the book of Isaiah, you still see the same spirit of you gonna do you and we gonna do us. And again, like I said, for those who don't know that breakdown, we're taking the time to get the history to understand how we got to this point, right? Give me the book of 2 Kings 17 from the top, right? The book of 2 Kings chapter 17 from the top. Because this is another king that we also have an account for that we read in Isaiah and also read in the past chapters.
This is the book of 2 Kings 17 and 1.
Come on.
In the 12th year of Ahaz, the king of Judah began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years.
Come on.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the kings of Israel that were before him.
So not as the kings before him in Israel, right? Come on.
Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hoshea began his servant and gave him presents.
Gave him what?
Presents. And the kings of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea. For he had sent messengers to So, king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison.
In other words, he was giving gifts, but then Hoshea turned his attention to Egypt, started giving gifts to them. Now it's like, now you're looking like you're plotting. Like you're looking like you're trying to do what? Gain favor of who's strongest. And it's funny because that spirit is still here today. There's those who know what I'm talking about. We still have us who love to cling on to other nations, whoever is higher in power. We do that instinctively. I'm American now, that type of talk. I have my green card now, that type of talk. I am one of the collective now. I'm not like them. I'm not like the others. And I know this for a fact because I talk to my brothers, no matter what tribe. And when they come over here and they get their immigration papers and they swear in, you should see the spirit change like that. They turn on their own.
That's right.
Let me ask you a question. Whenever you see ICE on the news, what nationality do they look like when you see ICE on the news arresting Hispanic? What nationality do they look like? They don't even look like Idumean. They don't even look like Caucasian, do they? They look like the same nationality, don't they? That's what I'm talking about. That's what you're reading right here. That same spirit. I want to get good, whoever ruling. That's the type of spirit we got in us. And that's why I know that we ain't there yet, right? But now you can't deny who you are, because you watching yourself on the news, turning your own people in, who remember that old series called V? Says, go ahead, Brother Joel. That's what was going on. The old series was real good.
Yeah.
They got a new one out, same spirit. They got a new one out, but go ahead, brother. Grace and peace.
I prefer the old one. The old one's good.
The old one's good, right? But you literally had people see a hierarchy come out of space, and they was already dubbing down who they're going to serve. It was like, I'm serving the visitors. Bump America. They dumped America, and they were signing up, getting in line to be a part of a new collective that they even had no idea that they're lizards. You're serving lizards from space, right? And marrying them, marrying them, having offspring by them, They have no idea, right? Brother Yehuda got something for you to read,
Hey, Cap.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You see Judah also siding with ICE.
Yeah, no, that's my point. It's across the board.
Right.
It's across the board.
They'll say, we don't care what happens with them. You know, they didn't help us out when we needed help. You know? Right.
And now since I brought that up, I want you to read that, and then we're going back to Ephesians. Hold your spot on 2 Kings. See, that's what happened when the Spirit and the Yahweh in the room. You're gonna start to see why I'm saying what I'm saying, because it ain't at this point. It ain't me. I'm saying right now it ain't me. Mm-hmm. Read what you got on the.
Yes, sir. Let's validate what you were saying about the people there.
Read what you got.
U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents are predominantly from diverse backgrounds.
How many backgrounds?
Diverse backgrounds.
Read.
With Latinos.
With who?
With Latinos. Yes, making up a significant portion, though white agents still outnumber them.
Still what?
Outnumber them.
That's what they say. That's what they say. But trust me, it's a lie. Because whenever we look at the news, it's our own people arresting our own people. That's what's going on. Go on.
Yes, sir. While many agents join for stable, well-paying jobs, often in economically disadvantaged areas, rather than for ideological reasons.
Come on.
They come from various ethnic backgrounds, but due to the nature of immigration enforcement, there is a high representation of Hispanic, Latino individuals reflecting the communities they police.
They police only their own. And they learned that from their oppressors. But they do it willingly for that green card, for that immigration card, for the visa. They do it for the money. They do it without thought. Even in over here in those who are indigenous to the land, even here, when the Buffalo Soldiers saw them, they knew that they had a common enemy, and they still pursued the Indians, even though they had a common enemy, and they knew it. For what? For filthy lucre. Got the book to prove it. For filthy lucre. There ain't no difference. Happened even then, right? And now it's right here on Google telling you your people are arresting and sending your own people to various places that they're not even from. Not even from. And check this out. We were talking about it last night. They're not sending you back to your indigenous land. They're sending you on the first thing smoking. It can be Africa. It can be Panama. They're sending Africans to Panama. They're sending Haitians unto Africa. And they're sending even Hispanics to Africa. They don't care.
Super wicked.
They don't care. And your people are setting it up.
Super wicked.
See what I'm saying? That's what we're reading in the Tanakh, in the Bible. That's what we're reading, right? Now, to go on what I was saying about Ephesians Bible Kashah, going back there.
Yes, sir, we're there.
I was wondering why Howard asked me to read that book today. Ephesians 2, Bible Kashah. Let me know when you got it.
I have it, sir.
All right. All right, bear with me.
Yes, sir.
Give me verse 12.
Yes, sir.
This is Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 12. There's a reason why and it came to me in the spirit, because this is what you look like to each other. This is what you look like to each other. Read what you got.
This is Ephesians 2 and 12. That at that time ye were without the Mashiach.
Come on.
Being aliens.
Being what?
Aliens.
Being what?
Aliens.
Aliens. You look like an alien to a brother that looks just like you. You look like an alien. You look like, you talk like, you eat the same foods no matter what land you come out of. We all eating the Spanish rice, just got a different name for it. But you still act like you're an alien to your brother. That's what we do. And for why? for money, for filthy lucre from your oppressor. That's the spirit that Israel got on right now. So I'm saying, that's why you gotta know your history. You gotta know. I'm talking about the Bible. You gotta know your history. From out of the Bible, then you take it to another level. Read these books that they have printed for you to read about you and why you do what you do now. This whole book got every God in it.
That's right.
And now here you go with your triune God, right? It's because you're an alien unto your own people, Whenever you can arrest your people and send your people to a land they know not, all over again according to the curses, it's because you look at your brother as an alien, right? Just like the oppressor look at you as an alien, you got the same spirit, That's what's going on. That's why you must know. You need to know who you are according to the Bible, Yes, ma'am.
You want to drop this, sir?
Yeah, drop that,
I was just thinking and wondering, maybe they're sending them to the other countries to continue to lighten that country, to cause the interracial marriages for those who are going to lighten the color again.
I mean, the reason why they're doing it, right, is it's a spiritual thing, what I said earlier, because of curses. That's going to happen continually. Hangings, separation, scattering, that's until Yahushua comes. That's neither here nor there. The point I was making is our people are the ones, the forerunners now. Even though the one governmental body that healed the mountain that set it up, you see us on the news. You don't see them. You see, even though we read that they are the majority, I don't see them as the majority. I see us as the majority doing it. And we're reading that in the scriptures. Yes, other nations are confederate with some of us, right? But we're the ones pushing it. That's all I've been seeing. We're the ones pushing it. Even though they say what they say, I told you, I like to know what the Bible says. We'll be judged by what? Our works. We are weighed by our works, according to 1 Samuel, right? 2 and 3. They're saying it, but I'm watching it, and it's a difference, right? And again, it's a prophecy, but it's a prophecy that some of us have to wake up out of and come to understand that this is what's going on. Evil is amongst Israel. Evil is amongst Israel. And so therefore, you're going to be judged, as the brother from Baltimore was talking about. Dan and every other Israelite is going to be judged, predicated on the evil that we've done to each other. See what I'm saying? That's the end all be all when we're going into our history and how we got to where we are. It's the evil that is in Israel. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to have Sergeant read the next paragraph, but go ahead. Grace and peace, brother.
Grace and peace. I think the reason why it seems like it's like when they first brought us here from to further discontinue us from our heritage. That's why they sent them over there, so that they would further.
Well, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
As long as the discontinuance is going on, the control is going on, because as long as confusion, because this is what it is today, this is the land of confusion, chaos, long that's going on, Israel, even Southern Kingdom, won't know what's going on because they don't know who they are, give me Ezekiel 20 and 32. This is another point. This is part of the lesson, and then I'll have you read what Brother Yehuda has on the screen. Give me Ezekiel 20. This also comes to mind that we read last night.
Ezekiel 20 and 32.
Yes, sir.
And that which cometh into your mind.
Into your what?
Into your mind.
Because this is where it starts. It starts in your mind. Even Yahushua said this thing. It starts in your mind and your heart. And then, like Mark 7, whatever comes out, right? That's who you are. Right? Read.
Shall not be at all that ye say, we will be as the heathen.
We will be as who?
As the heathen.
You want to be as the heathen. But just like the law said that he will not allow us to fight against each other as a whole, he also will not allow us to be free from the curses. You can call yourself what you want. There's a reason why you're going through what you're going through, because he will not allow it to be fulfilled that you really are a Gentile. No, You're always going to act like one, but your bloodline says who you are. The prophecy say who you are. Read.
Yes. We will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone.
See that? Even though you have done all the actions of the heathen and served wood and stone, right? He still has a curse on you because you've been doing this since the beginning. Read.
Yes, sir. Verse 33.
Come on.
As I live, saith the Lord Yahweh,
read.
Surely with a mighty hand,
yes, sir,
and with a stretched out arm,
come on,
and with fury poured out,
read.
Will I rule over you.
Will I do what?
Rule over you.
Come on.
And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered.
You see that? He's still ruling over you. That's why we were talking last night to a person who had an ear to hear for quite a long time, didn't realize their situation, didn't realize their circumstance until we read that to her. This is why we go through what we go through, because we're assimilated unto a nation that's not us. So therefore, you're wondering why everything's not working out as it's working out for them, because Yahweh's ruling over you. If Yahweh wasn't ruling over you, oh, trust me, you will be at the Ascalon of the Escalades. You'll be living your best life, is what we would say, right? I'm living my best life. But because Yahweh's ruling over you, things seem mighty low. Seem like everything I do, I just can't get ahead. Huh? How come I'm still paycheck to paycheck? I got some savings, but I can't touch it. If I touch it, I'm right back to square zero. I can't even afford to help nobody out these days. I got to hold on to everything. Right? Because why? You have a mind like a heathen. You have a mind like a Gentile. And you haven't coming back to your Most High Yahweh, the Elohim, because he said, through your affliction, you're going to seek me early. God? But if you don't know what your affliction is all about, you just wake up day by day, can't wait for the weekend, to have a good old time, and then going back to your affliction day by day, not knowing you need to call him to your house, come back to him, right? You're going to be in that state still and wonder how come I'm still going through it and nobody else ain't going through it, right? It's because he's over you. You are of his heir, of his seed, of his likeness, and so therefore you're going to continue to go through it until you seek him early. That's what's going on. But until we have this going on, you being an alien, you're always going to continue going through what you're going through. Because your brother, right, is going to treat you like an alien. Because he wants to be what? A heathen. Since he got his green card or his visa, right? Or now he's accepted as a citizen of America, and now he has accepted himself of another nation. And has discontinued his heritage, right? Grace and peace, brother Yehuda.
Hey, grace and peace, Kyle. Hey, speaking as far as Yahweh continues to keep a handle on us, the Hebrews 12:6-7.
Let's get that real quick. I gotta have him read what you posted though, Yehuda. But we're gonna get that. Hebrews 12:6.
Hebrews 12:6-7.
Come on.
It reads, For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
What he do?
Chasteneth.
We hit this last night too. Who he loveth, and that's how I've been trying to tell people. It's evident. It is evident who he knows and who he loves and who he cherishes. Because he's going to make sure you're going to feel some kind of way every day. Read.
For whom he loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Read.
If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons, for what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
See that?
See that?
You are already counted. You're already counted. So you have to drink your cup. You have to do your penance. You got to do your stint and fulfill the scriptures. That nothing's going to fail. Nothing's going to fail. Only thing's going to fail is those who are going to rebel unto the end. All right. Grace and peace again, brother Yehuda.
You gotta throw that verse 8 now.
He said verse 8.
Yeah, I'm
verse 8.
Some of us been blessed. I ain't feeling what y'all feeling. All y'all gotta do is vote.
All praises. All praises. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 12:8.
Come on.
But if ye be without chastisement,
yes, sir,
whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards.
Are you what?
Bastards and not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto unto the Father of spirits and live?
You see that? You see that? Let's talk about those laws. Because again, when you read the so-called New Testament, you had those who prophesied about them being of the fold. And then you had those who didn't want the others to come in. We read that last night. You literally had Israelites who were literally hating on, look, you had Jews hating on Jews. People don't want to understand that. You had Jews hating on Jews, on jewelry, not to get this truth. Because they was doing other type of worship. But then when Yahushua came and showed them the light, they was like, nah, leave them where they at. I don't want them getting this cup, right? We're going to go over that, right? We're going to prove all things through scripture, right? But we got that today, though, So I really don't have to, because y'all are a witness, a walking testimony to see that happen. But it's in the scriptures. Jews hating on Jews, right? Let me read this real quick. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, immigrants are being sent back to their native lands. But increasingly, they are also being deported to third countries.
They are also being what?
Deported to third countries, nations that are not their country of origin.
See that? They're sending them anywhere. They don't care where you go. Long as you keep some room for them. They're making room for themselves to get rid of you. But in the spirit of Yahweh, we already read this has to happen. And it's not really for your hurt. It really is not for your hurt. It's for your good. For those who have deeper understanding, it's not for your hurt. It's for your good. Right? We're going to finish it, and I got you, Brother Yaakov.
Often to countries in Latin America, Africa, or Asia that have made agreements with the U.S. to accept them, raising significant human rights concerns, as these countries may have dangerous conditions or be unstable.
Or be what?
Unstable.
Right, that's all a lie on that part. They don't care. I know it's they have holding facilities here in Texas and Houston. They have holding facilities from all of us, from every nation of us, is in one facility or several facilities, and they're just waiting to send you out anywhere. They're not worried. As long as they are paying other nations to accept you, you're going there. That's what's going on. They have no concern on the stability of the nation. Right. As long as the nation is receiving the funds to receive you, that's all they care about. That's what's going on. You be a Latino dropped off in Nigeria is what I'm talking about. Good luck getting home. Good luck getting home. They got that going on. And trust me, some cities in Nigeria and has already taken the monies from America, and they're waiting on the drop off. They don't care. They don't care. In many other nations in Africa, they have received the monies. They do not care. This is already set up. This is why you can read it. It's already set up. It's nothing to talk about. It's already going on. But remember, those in the spirit, this is for our good. Because when you see this thing get played out, you'll be like, we had to get dropped off there. We had to get dropped off there, right? Brother Elijah, did you have a question concerning the lesson?
Just a point that you had brought up about our people. I was watching a El Salvador newscast. It was a native, and by the way he's dressed and everything he got, right? He's over there telling them how the people in El Salvador, they might, think they're Salvadorians, but they have to get back to their roots. And the newscaster, being a Salvadoran too, he was saying, no, we've all been colonized. We all have Spaniard in our blood. We basically mixed in already. But he was saying, he was like, you might be on that ignorance, and he was like boldly telling them about our roots. But it brought me in because I just seen that interview.
And that's another point in the spirit why we have to be scattered for those who know or don't know. And so when we do get received from Yahushua, we've actually done the work, right? For those who are in the spirit. For those who don't understand in the spirit, though the scattering is still going to happen to Yahushua come. But I'm glad to hear that, like in the spirit, you have some of us who know what's going on. And we got to do what? Educate our brethren, that you're not the name of the land. You have a bloodline. You have a heritage. It's not like I could tell people, find me Salvadorian in the Bible.
Can't find it.
Find me American in the Bible.
Can't find it.
Right. Find me African American in the Bible.
Can't find it.
It's not there. Find me the land of black. It's not there.
Can't find it.
It's just not there. And that's when we're supposed to be think ourselves. Our brother Yatham, grace and peace, brother.
Grace and peace. What's also missing from the thing you once read, what you just previously read in Google, is they're also taking people, handcuffing them, and dropping them out of planes and body parts of handcuffed people.
And that was a practice that they did in war as well. That was a practice that they did in war.
Wow.
Right? For those who know the year that they would do that, that was a tactic that they would do in war as well. Again, like I said, this is nothing new with that spirit, with that nation. There's nothing new that they do this. But again, some things they don't put on the news because I only know this because the documentary that I watched, that they would use that tactic, right? But they still use that tactic, never left. But they don't put that on there anymore is because they want you to believe that it's kumbaya now. And it's never been kumbaya. It's funny how Elam agreed with me last night. There's never been kumbaya. That's right. Right? And that's funny how my enemy has become my buddy all of a sudden because we both understand who the enemy is. See that? There was no argument last night with them at all about the truth.
None at all.
There was no argument at all. I forgot to do my book. There was no argument at all about the truth at all because we have a common enemy. See that? And that's how you know it ain't just the elect that know. Even simple Elam Jake know too. What's going on, right? Get back to the lesson,
we stopped at
you dropped Ephesians, right?
I dropped Ephesians, so we're back at 2 Kings 17. I last read the sentence 4. So we're on number 5 if you want me to read it.
Start at verse 4, 2 Kings 17.
Yes, sir.
Start at verse 4. We're going to stop at verse 6,
This is 2 Kings 17 and 4.
Come on.
And the kings of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea.
Read.
For he had sent messengers to So king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore, the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison.
Read.
Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land, and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years.
Read.
In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away from Assyria and placed away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and in harbor by the river of Gozan and in the cities of the Medes.
Drop down to verse 9.
Verse 9. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord thy most high God.
Read.
And they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced cities.
To the what?
Fenced cities.
So they're trying to act like watchmen. But everything they're doing is what? Against Yahweh. You see that? Read.
Verse 10. And they set them up images and groves in every high hill.
Read.
And under every green tree.
Read.
And there they burnt incense in all high places, as did the heathen.
As did who?
The heathen,
come on,
whom the Lord carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Lord to anger.
Come on.
For they served idols, whereof the Lord had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants the prophets.
Read.
Notwithstanding, they would not hear.
They what?
They would not hear, but hardened their necks like to the necks of their fathers, and did not believe in the Lord their God.
Come on.
And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them, and they followed vanity, and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them, that they should not do like them.
But they didn't hearken unto the Most High God. That's why we will read about Baal. We read about Kamesh and Milcom. You read about the images that they took from Egypt. It's because they did not want to hearken unto the Most High God Yahweh to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Instead, they wanted to be just like the heathen. And like I said, that's why we are the way we are, just like today. Right? That spirit has never changed. Has never changed. And that's why we're bringing up all the history and the present day, is because it is evident that this Bible is a true book. It is a true book. From history to prophecy, it is a true book.
It is.
There's no denying it now. Right? Drop down to verse 18, Baba Gashar.
Yes, sir. Verse 18. This is 2 Kings 17 and 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight.
What did he do?
Removed them out of his sight.
Come on.
There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
See what I'm saying? You can see where this is going. This is the second time you hear that Israel be called not a people or be removed. To be removed out of the sight of Yahweh. But only dealt with who? Judah. And the crazy part is, we read earlier, was Israel alone in their wickedness? No. Judah also. Even when you read Jeremiah, not Jeremiah, is it Jeremiah or Hosea, where Judah also played the harlot as well. But when you get to the so-called New Testament, who's still there? Right? So-called keeping the laws and commandments? Judah's still there. The Lord's still dealing with me, But again, for those who have a deep understanding, you know why. You know why Judah's still there. It wasn't because Judah, I'm better than that. Oh no. It wasn't because of that. There was something far greater coming that had to be prophesied, that had to be known to things to come back to fruition, But you still, now we read a second time, to my recollection, that Israel were called not a people and would be removed from Yahweh's sight. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace,
Brother Yehoshua. Grace and peace.
It made me think about Genesis 49 and 10. That the scepter shall not depart from Judah.
But again, we know why. So I'm saying we know why. It's only because. It's only because of that, right? And then, again, it won't be a spoiler alert. I want to get to it, I want to get to it. But it's amazing how you see these prophecies play out. And for those who've been watching for a long time, you have some northern kingdom tried to emulate themselves as Yehuda, as Yahweh, as the tribe of Judah. You will see them try to emulate themselves and not know that, no. You have to take a back seat. You have to stay in order and take a back seat and stop trying to make a monk of the scriptures, because you still have disdain against your brother. You still have disdain against your brother. That's what's going on right now. For those who don't know, you have Northern Kingdom want to be Southern Kingdom, but they don't understand that spirit of Jeroboam, of Ramalalia is still going on. That wicked spirit is still going on of trying to do what? Remove your brother from his position because you want that position, like Jeroboam gave Daniel. That type of spirit is still going on. Arguing about the Hebrew word of ready and all that in life, right? I just tell people, get you a Jasper Stone call today. It's still brown. It's still brown, right? But nonetheless, let's continue. Where you leave off at?
I left off at 18. You want me to read 19?
Yes, sir. Read 19. Come.
The 2 Kings 17 and 19.
Come on.
Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their Yahweh, but walked in the statutes of Israel, which they made.
Which what?
Which they made.
Come on.
And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight.
Read.
For he rent Israel from the house of David.
What did he do?
He rent Israel from the house of David.
There's another precept for divided. Divided Israel from David, from Judah. Israel and Judah. Come on.
And they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king. And Jeroboam drave Israel from the following the Lord and made them sin a great sin.
A great sin. The number one sin. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. The number one sin. That's why it says a great sin. Spiritual fornication is prevalent with Northern Kingdom at this point. Come on.
Verse 22.
Come on.
For the children of Israel walked in all sins of Jeroboam, which he did.
Come on.
And they departed not from them.
Read.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
Read.
As he had said by all his servants the prophets.
Read.
So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
Until this day, you're still going to see that. Until this day, you're going to see that. Let's get another precept from other people. We're getting closer to more familiar territory, family. Just trust the process. Hosea chapter 1, Baba Kishad. Starting from the top. Hosea chapter 1 from the top.
Yes, sir.
Because remember, I said earlier, you've been seeing precepts where he said, you are not a people. Right. The Lord has removed him from your sight, from his sight. All right. Come on, Hosea 1:1.
Yes, sir.
Hosea 1:1.
Hosea 1:1.
Come on.
The word of the Lord that came unto Hoshea, the son of Beri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah.
Kings of who?
Of Judah.
Read.
And in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel.
Read.
The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms.
The wife of who?
Of whoredoms.
God.
And children of whoredoms.
Slakia, who is he talking about? Slakia. Right. Let's stay decent in order, brethren. Right. Brother Yatham, I think I heard you first. Grace and peace, brother.
Go take thee a wife of whoredom and children of whoredom.
Yes, sir.
Could this mean both Jerusalem and Judah?
It could. It could. But what we've been reading, though. What we've been reading.
We've been reading the sins of the northern kingdom.
Come. You know what I'm saying? Just check this out. What you gonna follow it? Check this out. Because remember what we've been reading. If you remember what we've been reading, we literally went through, we're still dealing with Uzziah, Jotham, right? Jeroboam, right? You see that?
Right.
See that? Nothing's changed. They're still recalling Chronicles, Kings. Nothing's changed. The prophecy of what will happen to Northern Kingdom, right? Yeah. But now he's telling Hosea, right? I want you to see what I'm dealing with. I want you to go through what I'm going through. This is what he's saying. So read it again. Check this out. Read it again.
This is Hosea 1:2.
Come on.
The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea.
So Yahweh is going to talk to Hosea or Hoshea, and he's going to tell him something. Go ahead.
And the Lord said to Hosea,
what did he say to him?
Go. Take unto thee a wife of whoredoms.
Oh, what is he going to take up?
A wife of whoredoms.
He didn't tell him to go get him a virgin. Proverbs 31.
No.
He told him to go get a whore. Read.
And children of whoredoms.
And children of whoredoms. We're going to keep reading. You're going to see how this play out.
For the land has committed great whoredoms.
Yes, sir.
Departing from the Lord.
So now that you read verse 1 to tell you where it's coming from, you know who he's talking about. You know who he's talking about. Remember, we read in Chronicles and in 2 Kings, they refused to turn away from Yahweh. To turn away and follow Yahweh. They refused and said they doubled down on the idols. The great sin, they doubled down on it. And they had an image in all their halls, in the high places. We know what that looked like. And so now he's calling them the wife of whoredoms and the children of whoredoms. That's what he's calling them. Come on.
Verse 3. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son.
And did what?
Bare him a son.
Come on.
And the Lord said unto him, call his name Jezreel.
Jezreel means the seed of. The seed of. Jezreel means the seed of. Right? Come on.
For yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel.
Now he says it again. You read the same precept you read in Kings. You're going to depart from Yahweh, out of his sight, to where you'll be not a people. To be not a people. Read.
Yes, sir. Verse 5.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bare a daughter. And Yahweh said unto him, call her name Lo-Ruhamah.
Come
For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel. But I will utterly take them away.
Do what?
Utterly take them away.
Come on.
But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah.
Where's his mercy at?
On the house of Judah.
That's why you still see them. That's why you still see them in so-called nor Jew nor Greek, nor, you know what I'm saying? You see that type of verbiage going on because he still had mercy on Judah. See that? But when it comes to Israel, man, forget them. I ain't dealing with them no more. They doubled down on their sin. Now they got another God trying to replace me. And many, not just one, they got many guys trying to replace me. Right? And now he's called them Salakia. Wisdom of Solomon 14:12. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, verse 12. Hold that. Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, verse 12. So you understand what's going on. Yahweh understood it's in you now. All of your worshiping is in you now. You ain't doing it for play. You believe. You believe in your Baal. You believe in your Kamesh and your Milcom. You believe in Estereth. You believe in Estarte. You believe in that. You don't mind being called Swarte Feet. You don't mind that no more because you believe in Santa Claus or Santa Claus. You believe in it.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha on page 66.
Come on.
Chapter 14, verse 12.
Come on.
For the devising of idols.
For the what?
Devising of idols.
Yes, sir.
Were the beginning of spiritual fornication.
See that? He knows if you're calling yourself spiritual, right? What you're saying is, I ain't moving. I ain't moving what I believe in. What I believe in is what I am. It is what it is, right? You get that type of talk in your mind because you're in spiritual fornication. Go ahead.
And the invention of them.
And the invention of your spiritual fornication, come on.
The corruption of life.
The what?
The corruption of life.
You become an abomination. You are corrupt. You are corrupt now. That's why I'm done with y'all. Because you're corrupted. I'm done with y'all. Right? I got it. All right.
Here's a question.
I got you. Oh, it's a question? Well, please, brother. We know that. Please, Baba Kashar.
Grace and peace. You mentioned the Jew and Greek. So we know that Judah was also in the Greek. But in Hosea, it just reminded me of, because we were speaking about she's northern kingdom. And could this tie in? Because you've been walking us from 2 Kings, 1 Kings.
Well, last week we went all the way from Genesis to now we got to this part,
right,
to show about the law,
right,
and also the prophecies, because to the law, to the testimony, what will happen. and how it will happen by Yahweh, right? We did deal with that before outside this topic, so to help you out, what you said was 2 Maccabees 6:6, right? Acts 17, right? That part. Was that, remember I said earlier, it was Jews hating on Jews. Acts 13, right? That type of stuff was going on already. But when you read Hosea, there was mercy on Judah because of something to come. That was the reason why it was mercy on Judah.
So historically, was this tied down with the, like, is this still even though it's speaking about Judah, of course, and Judah, is this a historical pinpoint as well for Northern Kingdom?
Well, that is primarily the main part of Strangers and Gentiles. But we're going to do the tie-in because of the split, For those who remember last week, there was a split between the nations, of Israel, right? But you see Israel be called Israel, Northern Kingdom be called not a people, rejected from Yahweh. So therefore, you need to know that part first because mercy was on Judah. So when you do get to so-called New Testament, right, you'll see the tie-in how Paul was able to, and not only Paul, but Yahushua himself, the forerunner, was able to say what they said. And now you can remember, as Hosea was also told by Yahweh, don't forget about Jotham, don't forget about Uzziah, don't forget about what they was trying to do, because the Israelites were still on evil. They were still on evil, even though you had righteous kings, right? And we read that in Kings and Chronicles, but you still had the majority wicked kings who still was pushing what? Like Jeroboam still pushing idolatry, spiritual fornication. That's where we're at right now. But like I said, like I was telling an officer, let me cook, right? Like I said, bay leaves that's marinating on the meat, to get the flavor in there, right? So when it come out, you'll be like, man, as officer was testifying over this week, right? You're gonna get that spirit on you, do the same thing by Yahweh, because this is so rich, it's undeniable. Wow. It is undeniable. All praise and honor and glory to Yahweh. Undeniable how you're gonna receive it, and then you'll be able to teach it, and then the bride will be ready, at the end of the day. Where you leave off at?
Yes, sir. We left at Hosea. Yeah,
verse 6 again, Baba Bishar.
Yes, sir. This is Hosea 1 and 6.
Come on.
And she conceived again and bare a daughter. And Yahweh said unto him, call her name Lo Ruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel.
Read.
But I will utterly take them away.
Do what?
Utterly take them away.
Come on.
But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their Yahweh.
Read.
And will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen.
Read.
Now, when she had weaned Lo Ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son.
Yes, sir.
Then said the Most High God, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God.
So he's doubling down on all the prophecies that we've been reading, but he's giving it to who? To Hosea to do what? Remember who set it up in the first place that we talked about in the beginning. Yahweh saw the wickedness in Israel and Judah and said, "Oh, I got you. I'm going to separate you." Now, who spoke on it? Ahijah, the Shalonite, spoke on it and rent the garment into 10 pieces. It's like 12 pieces. 10 to Jeroboam and the rest unto Rehoboam. And now he's doing what? Remember the days of old. That's what's coming back up. Right? Continue reading out.
Yes. Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Yes, sir.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Read.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them,
come on,
ye are not my people,
come on,
there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the most, you are the sons of the living God.
Keep it verbatim for now. You see that?
God.
So he does have mercy on Israel, right? But Israel's mercy has to come after Judah. See that? That mercy has to be shown after Judah. That's why he had to let Hosea know, I am against them right now, but there will be a time, because of me having mercy on Judah, Israel will be able to come back and be called the sons of God. You see that? Come on, read verse 11.
Then shall the children of Judah,
yes, sir,
and the children of Israel be gathered together.
Be what?
Gathered together. And appoint themselves one head.
Yes, sir.
And they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Great shall be the day of the seed. And the seed is called the stars of heaven, right? Even the grass of the field, right? Even the trees, right? We're all named innumerable because this is going to come to fruition. This has to come to fruition. Khan, I have a question here. Grace and peace. But
grace and peace. Was this specifically towards every single individual northern kingdom, or was it as a whole? Because we know that there were some northern kingdom that were righteous.
Well, verse 11 was clear, to be short. It says the children of Judah and the children of Israel. You see that?
No, I'm specifically talking about when he cast them off.
Oh, when he cast them off.
In that period of being cast off, was there still some individual ties with northern kingdom where they could sacrifice and still speak to us?
Well, remember what we read previously. The scattering, all of Israel scattered, but we're talking about him saying, you're not my people. That part. One thing, the majority of Israel as a nation, like we try to teach people, you can't look at yourself as an individual all the time. Like even in Judah, right? Daniel was still doing what? In captivity, right? Jeremiah in captivity, right? Babylonians still doing the saith the Lord, right? That part, you're always going to have a remnant, according to Paul, knowing that Elijah was also prophesied. There will always be brothers and sisters keeping the charge, But what he was talking about is the prophecies of the scattering, to where you will be called, not a people, being discontinued from your heritage. That's fact. That happened. To all of us, that happened. When we were calling ourselves Hamites and every other thing. Or I'm half, or I'm 4/5, or 1/5, 1/4 type of stuff. That happened. We all witness and testify to that. We will always put the color in the back. I have good hair. I have European in me, and then Indian, and then black or Negro. That'll be last on the list. That type of mindset is a spiritual fornication going on. That happened yet this day. So when we're reading this is a fact that happened. Right? So that's why he has to tell Hosea, let them know I'm not done with them, but I gotta make sure that prophecies are fulfilled. That they know that Yahweh did it. So I'm saying that's what's going on here, right? That part.
Step in 9.
No, I'm good. That's all I need right there. Got a question in the back to the right. Shalom says grace and peace.
Grace and peace. Verse 11, is that like 2 sticks coming together?
You got it. It told itself, It told itself. Like I said, for those who have a deeper understanding, already have that precept, all praise, honor, and glory. But you're going to need this. As you were asking it, you're going to need that precept, to make it a covenant that this thing was prophesied from Yahweh, that it's going to happen, right? There will be one again, right? Give me 2 Chronicles chapter 30 about this show. Let's take it back a few steps. 2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 1. 2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 1. And what the sister was asking about Ezekiel 37, right? About the 2 sticks being one. Right. But I pray you read the whole chapter, right? Pray you read the whole chapter so you understand what you're reading. Just don't precept it, but read the whole chapter so you can see the tie-in. See the tie-in about the valley of death, the valley of the shadow of death. Read the whole chapter so you see the tie-in, all right? 2 Chronicles chapter what, 30?
2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 1. And Hezekiah sent to all Israel and Judah, and wrote letters also to Ephraim and Manasseh.
Read.
that they should come to the house of the Lord at Jerusalem to keep the Passover unto the Lord God of Israel.
Read.
For the king had taken counsel, and his princes, and all the congregation of Jerusalem, to keep the Passover in the 2nd month.
Read.
For they could not keep it at that time, because the priests had not sanctified themselves sufficiently.
Read.
Neither had the people gathered themselves together to Jerusalem.
So for those who don't understand, right, because none of us have a chronological Bible, this is to your answer as well. They sent out letters. So we had a postal system back then. They sent out letters, right, to Israel that they must do what? Keep Passover. Where do we read this first, though? Who remembers when we read this first? We read this, that some of us of Northern Kingdom knew better. Right? Grace and peace, Brother Yehoshua.
Grace and peace, yeah. It was
just book and chapter, if you will.
2 Kings 15.
It was the 2 Kings 15 that some of them still was like, hey, I don't know what Jeroboam doing, but he going off. A remnant would still go to keep Passover. But now, another king, Hezekiah, is sending out letters to bid them to the marriage. Even then, y'all gotta come back. This is not debatable. Y'all have to do the righteous acts of Yahweh. Y'all know who your God is. And you know who the forerunner is. Y'all gotta get in y'all place. Right? Even the question that we got earlier, it shows the gates, It shows some fulfillment, Even unto Dan, it shows some fulfillment, So it shows you even Northern Kingdom had to be subjected unto the letter to come to the Passover. Only problem was that they were what? Called not a people, and they followed other gods. And that's why when you're reading it, read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. For the king had taken counsel and his princes and all the congregation in Jerusalem to keep the Passover in the 2nd month.
In the what month?
2nd month.
Read.
For they could not keep it at that time.
Read.
Because the priests had not sanctified themselves sufficiently.
Read.
Neither had the people gathered themselves together to Jerusalem.
Because they needed to gather. The action must be met in order to have a righteous Passover. So you're going to read something that they weren't able to keep it on the 2nd month. Read.
Verse 4.
Come on.
And the thing pleased the king and all the congregation.
Read.
So they established a decree
established a law. Read.
A decree to make proclamation throughout all Israel. And from Beersheba even to Dan.
Even to who?
Even to Dan.
That's another precept for your man in Baltimore. Even Dan. Lowly old Dan still got bid to the marriage. Read.
That they should come to keep the Passover unto the Lord Yahweh of Israel at Jerusalem.
Come on.
For they had not done it of a long time.
Of a what time?
Of a long time.
You see that? They was disconnected for a long time. But now you got another king in office, and he like, hey, we got to get back together. This has to be done. This is a commandment. This ain't no sucks to be you type of spirit. We gonna do us and you gonna do you. That can't last. That's why when a sister asks about the precept, yes, that has to come to fruition because we have to be on what? On one accord. That has to come to pass, right? I got you, Rob. Bear with me. Go ahead.
For they had not done so in it of a long time, in such sort as it was written.
Read.
So the post went with the letters.
What was the what?
So the post went with the letters.
I told you we had a mail post system already.
Come.
Everything you see outside, they got it from us.
Nothing new.
We had our mailmen, right? We've been fighting dogs for a long time. This ain't nothing new, huh? It's funny because I actually saw a postal man. No joke, this is funny, real quick. He squared off to the dog, and the dog was like, "Wait a minute, brother ain't running." Then the postal worker lifted his shirt and took his belt and cracked it real quick, and the dog was like, "Oh snap!" And he running after the dog. I was like, "No, that's a real postal mailman right there." That's a real man right there. That dog took off. Took a second look. Oh, he ain't. Brother put the belt on. I'm like, oh, praise him.
Run the dog.
Oh, praise him. Like, he must be a dog owner. Like, you think you gonna have me running? No, you gonna be running. Oh, praise him. But Con, you see the post in the scriptures that we already had a mail system. When you see that, come on, man. We already had engines. We already had a mail system. We already had letters going out. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Speed up the run.
You know, what is it?
Speed up the run.
Come on, spare not the rod, huh? Spare not the rod. All praises. All praises. Read what you got, huh?
Verse 6.
Come on.
So the post went with the letters from the king and his princes throughout all Israel and Judah.
Come on.
And according to the commandment
to what?
The commandment of the king, saying, Ye children of Israel,
read.
Turn again unto the Lord Yahweh of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel.
Come on.
And he will return to the remnant of you.
Whoa, he will do what?
Return to the remnant of you.
You see that? That's why the letter had to go out. They got to come back. But he knows already a remnant came back. Where do we read it again? 2 Kings 15. A remnant will always go back to keep the charge of Yahweh, to keep the charge of Elohim. They will not fall short of his glory. So I'm saying, read.
That are escaped out of the hand of the kings of Assyria.
Read.
And be not ye like your fathers and like your brethren, which trespass against the Lord Yahweh.
See that great sin, the trespassing. Read.
Of their fathers, who therefore gave them up to oblation as ye see. I'm sorry, desolation as ye see.
Desolation as ye see. You'll see that even in the so-called New Testament, there'll be a time of desolation that's going to happen unto us, right? And that's why even back then, Yahweh still had his hand on you. A remnant of Israel, have mercy on Judah, so you will come back into the fold before desolation happens unto us. Before destruction happens unto us, right? Give me verse 10, Bible Bishop.
Verse 10. So the post passed from city to city.
Come on.
Through the country of Ephraim and Manasseh, even unto Zebulun.
Read.
But they laughed them to scorn and mocked them.
What? See that? You still got wicked Israelites mocking the remnant of other Israelites trying to keep the righteous acts. That's still going on today.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Every time we go to camp, we get mocked. Every time we want to prophesy to our family, man, you in that cult, man. You in that cult. Brother, have you looked at the definition of a cult? You was raised in one. You was raised in one. Sunday worship himself. You was raised in one.
That's right.
So I'm saying, you got a supercomputer on your hip, and you still ain't look up the word church.
Yeah,
it's a cult.
It's a cult.
Outside the Bible, it's a cult. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Ain't got a fake image right behind your preset down. And now Big Mama, the kitchen and in the bedroom. Talking about a cult. But that's the flack you get. You will get scorned because you're not going with the flow. You're not going with the majority. Tell me when you have a shot with the majority. That's right. Tell me when you have a shot with the majority. He's always been on the odds. He's always been on the odds. And to us, no, not to us, to our people, he looked like an op because he's not doing what? Going with the flow. Not going with the flow. It's like, grace and peace, brother Yaakov.
Yeah, and to bring into clarity about how we it's okay. I'll come back to it.
All right, brother. All right, I'll praises.
We stopped at 10, sir.
Read verse 11 out.
Verse 11.
Because it says that they scorned and mocked them for wanting to do what? To keep Passover. Isn't it amazing? But look, what did they replace for Passover?
Wait, I'm sorry.
I know we be in the spirit. Trust me, I know we in the spirit. Decent in the order. What did they replace for Passover? Y'all know this.
Yes.
Easter.
Come, Easter. They got Easter to replace Passover because some translations in your Bibles say Passover where Easter is. So you know what they're doing on purpose to change your God into lasciviousness, to desolation. So I'm saying, where you see Passover in your Bible, you get another translation, you'll see Easter. And you flip it back over, you'll see Passover. But it's only because you've disconnected from your God, from your Father, your Heavenly Father. And now you have done what? Like we read, you have assimilated yourself unto a heathen. One of the cities of the heathen you have assimilated yourself to, wherever you were carried captive to, right? Read verse 11 again,
This is 2 Chronicles 30 and 11.
Come on.
Nevertheless, divers of Asher and Manasseh and of Zebulun humble themselves.
What do they do?
Humble themselves.
All praise.
I knew that was coming, right? I knew that was coming, right? Check this out. And because he did all praises, right, out loud, right?
And came to Jerusalem.
And did what?
Came to Jerusalem.
All right, check this out. It named Asher first, Con. Give me the book of Luke chapter 2.
Yes, sir. One moment, please.
Luke chapter 2 and verse 36. Luke chapter 2 and verse 36. Like I said, we're going to get there, family. We're going to get there. But you got to see what's going on first, though. You got to see, it said, Asher and Zebulun and Manasseh and Ephraim, they humbled themselves. They humbled themselves. See that?
Luke 2 and 36.
And I pray that they continue to humble themselves. So y'all know I know. Luke 2 and 36, bring what you got.
And there was one, Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher.
The tribe of who?
Asher.
Come on.
She was of a great age and had lived with her husband 7 years from her virginity.
See that? They humbled themselves. So-called New Testament, still doing the work. Northern Kingdom. A prophetess. See that? Because they humbled themselves. That's what you're reading in Chronicles about how they were able to be seen and written about in the so-called New Testament because they humbled themselves to a degree that she's called a prophetess. So you know her head had to be what? In order. Had to be in order. Read.
37. And she was a widow of about 84 years.
Read.
Which departed not from the temple.
She what?
Departed not from the temple.
She never left. She kept the charge until the end. Read.
But served Yahweh with fasting and prayers night and day.
Night and day. See that? That's why she became prosperous with Yahweh. Because she never left. See that? Let you know, how can we read about Asher? Where Asher at now? New Testament. They're right where they're supposed to be. Because she did it night and day. See that? Right? Go back to 2 Chronicles 30.
Yes, sir.
And read verse 11 again.
2 Chronicles 30 and 11.
Come on.
Nevertheless, divers of Asher and Manasseh and of Zebulun humbled themselves and came to Jerusalem.
And did what?
Came to Jerusalem.
Read.
Also in Judah, the hand of God was to give them one heart to do the commandment of the king and of the princes by the word of the Most High God.
By what?
By the hand of word of the Most High God.
Read verse 13.
Verse 13. And there assembled at Jerusalem much people to keep the feast of unleavened bread in the 2nd month, a very great congregation.
And what?
A very great congregation.
You see that? So they were able to do what? The remnant of Israel and of Judah were able on the 2nd month to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread and Passover. You see that? That part has to come back into fruition, and we have to keep the charge and meditate like the sister of Anna, the prophetess, did, because that is the commandment of all of Jezreel, not just on Northern Kingdom, not just on Southern Kingdom, but all of Jezreel has to come back into one head. There is a little bit more. Jump to verse 18, Baba Bishop. Jump to verse 18. Come on.
For a multitude of the people, even many of Ephraim and Manasseh and Issachar and Zebulun had not cleansed themselves.
What didn't they do?
They had not cleansed themselves.
And that's why you read about a remnant that came to keep Passover and unleavened bread. Because it says of a multitude. Now you know that's the rest of them. Right. The rest of them. They was on one. Come on.
Yet did they eat the Passover otherwise than it was written.
Read, start from the top again.
Yes, sir. Verse 18. This is the 2 Chronicles 30 and 18.
Right, because I saw some people doing this, but keep reading it. Start from the top and read it again.
For a multitude of the people, even many of Ephraim and Manasseh, Issachar and Zebulun had not cleansed themselves.
Come on.
Yet did they eat the Passover otherwise than it was written.
Read.
But Hezekiah prayed for them, saying,
Read.
The good Lord pardon everyone.
What did he do?
Pardon everyone.
So it's okay. It's okay. But this time, he had to pardon them. And it's funny, so-called New Testament, we got pardoned again. You see that? For those who got a deep understanding, you got pardoned again. That's why you have to read the Old to know that you can get pardoned. But it has to come through Yahweh to get pardoned. But even though they were still unclean, they were still what? The letters wasn't selective. The letters went out to all Israel to come and fellowship. Clean the unclean. Get right, church, and let's go home was being pronounced unto all the body, right?
Yeah.
And so therefore you had a remnant that knew better, but the rest of them we already knew they was on one. But they were still what? They were still bid into the marriage. Now, watch this. Matthew 22. Now you're going to understand what I'm saying. Matthew 22. You're going to be like, wow, you kidding me? Yeah, this is what's going on.
Verse there.
Matthew 22. Man, you're going to have to read all 14 verses because I can't sugarcoat this because you got to see this in what we're reading in Chronicles. This is what's going on. The post went out that all Israel must come, no matter what you looking like. Because it's not about whether you are clean or not. You still gonna come. And you got to be dealt with, And we're going to go back to Chronicles, but read what you got from the top,
And Yahushua answered and spake unto them again by parables and said, The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come.
You see that? At first, Israel didn't want to come because under Jeroboam or under any other wicked king, Israel didn't want to come. Read.
Again, he sent forth other servants, saying,
sent the post out, sent the letters out again, saying, come on.
Tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fattenings are killed.
This is the Passover, come on.
And all things are ready.
And all things are what?
Are ready.
Read.
Come unto the marriage.
Do what?
Come unto the marriage.
Come on.
But they made light of it.
They what?
Made light of it.
They scorned their brethren when they made light of it. That's what you're reading. They scorned other brethren who was still keeping Passover. They scorned them, saying, why are you going up there? We got our gods.
Come.
But you know what happened? A remnant of us still went. Read.
But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise.
You see that? They were still doing them.
Come
on.
And the remnant took his servants.
And they what?
And the remnant took his servants.
Read.
And entreated them spitefully.
Read.
And slew them.
Read.
But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth. And he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city.
Read.
Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready.
The what?
The wedding is ready.
Read.
But they which were bidden were not worthy.
They were what?
They were not worthy.
They were still unclean. They were still unclean. The multitude was still unclean. Read.
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Read.
So those servants went out unto the highways and gathered them together, all as many as they found, both bad and good.
Both what?
Bad and good.
So you had a remnant who was good because they've been doing it, like Sister Asher, Zebulun, right? Been doing it, Manasseh. But then you got the bad ones who were scorning, putting some of their brethren to death because they were going against their gods. Their gods are the heathen. Our God is Yahweh, the Elohim. And so therefore, he was calling on all Israel when the letters went out. Not being selective only with the remnant. All of y'all come. So when you're reading now in 2 Kings 30 and 18, you're reading about those who were bad, but they still was bid to the marriage, regardless of them being clean or not. Come on.
And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
Come on.
And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment?
In other words, you don't have the garment of righteousness, you're still unclean. Right? You're still unclean. Right? Come on.
And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servant,
Read.
Bind him hand and foot.
Read.
And take him away.
And do what?
Take him away. And cast him into the outer darkness.
Now that part is not the pardoning. That part is at the end. We're dealing with the Passover. So you can be pardoned to keep Passover. Right? But that part right there is when you remain unclean. That part is when you remain unclean. That's your 2/3 club right there. When you read those of the 1/3 and the 2/3 according to Zechariah, that's those who did not make it through the fight. That part right there. But the part you're reading about being bid to the marriage, that was going on before, even before Chronicles, that was going on. Being bid into the marriage, being bid unto Passover, being bid unto Days of Unleavened Bread, being bid unto first fruits. You were always being bid to the marriage. Because the Most High says what? I've always ruled over you. But will you receive me is the question. Go back to 2 Chronicles about Bishop. Will you receive me as your Lord and Savior is the question. Right? As your head. And give me verse 18 again.
Yes, sir. This is 2 Chronicles 30 and 18.
Come on.
For the multitude of the people, even many of Ephraim and Manasseh, Issachar, Zebulun, had not cleansed themselves. Yet did they eat the Passover, otherwise than it was written.
Read.
But Hezekiah prayed for them, saying, The good Lord pardon everyone.
What does he do?
Pardon everyone.
And that's why I say he did it again in the Gospels. He pardoned everyone. That's where your grace come in. That's a pardoning time. But what will you do with your pardon? Is the question again. Read verse 19.
Verse 19. That prepared his heart to seek God.
To seek who?
God.
Come on.
The Lord God of his fathers.
Read.
Though he be not cleansed according to the purification of the sanctuary.
Yes, sir.
And the Lord hearkened to Hezekiah and healed the people.
What did he do?
Healed the people.
Read.
And the children of Israel that were present at Jerusalem kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days.
Come on.
With great gladness.
Come on.
And the Levites and the priests praised the Lord day by day.
Read.
Singing with loud instruments unto the Lord.
Stop right there. You see that? And it's funny how we found out grace is not new, right? I don't know if y'all know this, but grace is not a new thing. You had grace back in Abraham. You had grace before Abraham. So when you start to read the so-called New Testament, we've already had every favor, every opportunity to follow Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You've already had it. And that's why it's such a great blessing that Yahushua being the propitiation, the sacrifice for us, so we'll get our grace and our pardon again. It's amazing how it's still going to be a great multitude of us are still going to fall. Just like in the days of old. Right? Bear with me. Give me the book of Isaiah 56 and 1. The book of Isaiah chapter 56 and 1. All right. Gotta tie this in. The book of Isaiah chapter 56. Where we at? Wow. Okay, all praises. All praises. Everybody all right? I just want to make sure any comments, questions, concerns, anybody miss anything, all right? Or something ain't lining up, let me know. It's like grace and peace.
Grace and peace. Okay, when he was reading in Second Chronicles,
chapter 30.
When he said that he came and he wasn't clean.
Right.
Okay. And it said, verse 5, it said it was been a long time since they've done it. So they probably forgot. And then as they were into it, then it came back to him. That's why the rest of it.
Oh, that's why the letters had to go out. The letters had to go out to let them not forget that we have to be one. In order for this thing to work, we have to be one. Right? And that was a commandment from the beginning. You can read in Genesis, we had to be on one accord. Right? So the letters, the post had to go out so they did not forget that they still have a weight on them that they have to fulfill, even back then. That's why you saw the scorning going on. Some of them, they was in there still in the prophecies that they were scorned because they were under other gods. The gods that Jeroboam had brought, they were still under those gods and even more by that time. To where they started to do what? Commit a great sin, which is 1, to blaspheme, 2, to have other idols in front of God, because God is a jealous God. And that's the number one law that he gave us, not to have any other gods over him.
That's right.
And they did that willingly, right? So when the letters went out, they were what? Reminded of who they are and reminded of who their God truly is. And look, like I said, it's not that they didn't know. It's not like they didn't know. But it's like today. We Israel, right? So y'all know y'all people. Y'all Israel, but y'all still finding loopholes in the scriptures. So y'all think there are loopholes in the scriptures, right? Y'all Israelites still trying to make a mockery of the Bible, knowing you're Israelite, because you want your cake and eat it too. It is what it is, right? But now we're showing the history of it that we've been doing that. We've been had a wicked spirit, a double-minded spirit, wanting to do anything that we want to do and still call yourself an Israelite. That part, right? But even yet this day, the letters are still being sent out, saying, don't forget that just because God has mercy on Judah, he still ain't done with you yet. Hosea is a perfect book to remember, to read. There's only ain't that many chapters in Hosea to remember, to read that. He's waiting on you to come back unto him. He has not forgotten you at all. Hosea 5:15, read that last night. He says, I'm going to go away until you seek me. And through your affliction, you're going to seek me early through your affliction. So Yahweh's putting a heavy weight on Northern Kingdom. That they will do what? Give up their false gods and come back and follow him. That's what's going on with Northern Kingdom. Primarily Northern Kingdom going on them. It had been prophesied that Yahweh would do that to them because he wants them to come back unto him, right? Anytime Yahweh says, I got to make you go through affliction, right? He's singling you out. He's calling you out. You're going to go through the fire. You're going to go through it because you've done that much damage to yourselves. You hoard yourselves out that bad. That's why the scripture says gray hairs are amongst him. He don't even realize he's lost his strength. He don't even know how bad he looked in front of me. You see that? It's amazing how we read these scriptures and we take light of it until you start to read the history, how bad we was going on, right? Now you have a question? Come.
You're saying relevance about the letters. Because I do have some precepts to explain why Israel don't got it right. But why is it that we don't see the same order of things how we used to do it? Because we have examples here when we brought up Hezekiah, but then we see examples like Paul where they sent out these letters to different churches, and but we don't see Israel doing that.
Even though, well, no, because remember, to the 10th of Judah first, that's the order of it. You saw Judah sending out the letters to Israel. Right. That's order. So they won't forget that they're still being bid to the marriage. That's still prophesied. We hit Matthew. That's still being prophesied that they're still being bid to the marriage. Remember, a remnant is going to be saved. A remnant is going to be saved. That's prophesied already as well. Because you read in Chronicles, majority of them was scoffing. Majority of them was coming unclean. So you're still going to see a remnant. Even yet this day, you're going to see a remnant of Israel still keeping the righteous acts of the Most High God. That part. Remember, you know this already. You have seers of Northern Kingdom as well, You know I know, right? You have seers of Northern Kingdom as well to let you know there's still a remnant that was judges, like Dan was prophesied to be a judge. See that? So you still have those who are literally doing thus saith the Lord of Northern Kingdom as well. It's just that it's a remnant of them who still need to do what? Yet this day be reminded who they are. But we also know what's going on with Northern Kingdom. Some of them, we read already in the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, we read it already, still go to other nations to get a levy up over their brother. Whether it be in Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom, they still use other nations to get a leg up on their brother to go, aha, I'm richer than you. I got more power than you. Yeah, by the means of a heathen. Yeah, not by your own. So I'm saying that part's still going on. So therefore, the order's still not. The order's there, but most of Israel will not follow. That's prophesied that most of Israel will not follow.
Right. You know, like, because I was mostly speaking as far as like the camp groups that we have nowadays. The most they'll do is probably the unity camp, but you see the relevance there.
They'll do that.
As far as the doctrine is where they split off, and we don't even touch on that.
Most times they don't. But even when you do have unity, like that's what we did in Detroit, a lot of unity camps. Most times, guess what? It's Southern Kingdom. Most times it's Southern Kingdom. And it ain't like we're lacking Northern Kingdom. We heavy in Northern Kingdom in Michigan. Heavy in the northern states. Heavy Northern Kingdom. But at the same time, because of the order of things, and you'll see Southern Kingdom are the forerunners. It's like that. Grace and peace, Brother Yatham.
Grace and peace, Captain.
I say Yatham, Yahoshua. Yahoshua. Bear with me, Brother Shah. Bear with me.
Yeah, well, Captain, would it be right to say that a part of that remnant would be the 144, like in Revelation 7?
That's a fact. That's facts. That's not negotiable. Yeah, and you read about that 12,000 from each tribe. It's that type of remnant. That type of remnant. So you know it's across the board. I'm not talking about a remnant of Israel alone. You see a remnant of Judah as well. The 144 across the board. That's why I read Ezekiel. What was it? 49. I read Ezekiel 49, so you can see the gates, So you wouldn't be misunderstood that it's a remnant across the 144. It's that remnant, the elect, right? Just to be on one accord. Isaiah 45 and 4 about the show. Isaiah 45 and 4. It's still going towards the title, so still put that with your notes. Because we also read the remnant in Chronicles, and you're reading the remnant in Isaiah. There's nothing changed. So in Isaiah 45 and 4, we're going to read about who it is. Come on.
Isaiah 45 and 4.
Come on.
For Jacob, my servant's sake.
Yes, sir.
And Israel, mine elect.
Israel, who is what?
Mine elect.
Come on.
I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
Even though you've been separated, I have a remnant of you that are the elect. See that? You see that? And those are the ones who was what? Coming to Passover. They were the ones who were still keeping the righteous act of the Most High, while all Israel is called not a people. The Most High God said, I'm going to remove all of Israel out of my sight. And I have mercy on Judah. But when you read Isaiah 45, he already has a remnant of them who he has called what? The elect. The elect. See that? That's how you know it's the 144 when it comes to Revelations, because out of every tribe is 12,000. 12,000. See that? Every tribe has a gate. Every tribe has a gate with their name written on it to let you know he still has a remnant of every tribe who are the elect. They are the ones who have made themselves ready for the marriage. See that? See that? All praises. All praises. All praises that you guys have questions, comments, and concerns and precepts. But it's showing you it is evident. This is concrete. This is better than concrete. This is steel. This is polished steel, because polished steel don't even rust. For those who know the metals, they don't even rust. Right? Don't even rust, right? Give me the book of Isaiah 56.
Yes, sir. Isaiah 56 and 1.
Come on.
Thus said the Lord,
read.
Keep ye judgment.
Do what?
Keep ye judgment and do justice.
And do what?
Do justice.
Read.
For my salvation is near to come.
See, this what's been going out on the letters. This is what really been going out. Salvation's coming. Get right, church, and let's go home. See that? Read.
And my righteousness to be revealed.
Come on.
Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the son of man that layeth hold on it.
Read.
That keepeth the Sabbath.
I don't run past these. Even Exodus 28 told you this one, Con. But Isaiah is saying you got to hold on to your Shabbat. Hold on to it. Don't take your Shabbat lightly. Because once you start to practice the righteous acts of the Most High, you start getting girded up in the spirit, Con. The spirit can't enter in you when you on folly. When you scorning against your brothers and your sisters. Calling them out their name or talking about they in the cult. Or you even yourself. You start being a backslider, getting slothful. The spirit starts to leave you too. People don't want to admit it, but the spirit leaves you. When you get lazy, you go, I'll go next week. I know they're still there. How you know we're still here? You see what I'm saying? That's how I'm thinking. I don't want to get left behind, Yaakov. I don't want to get left behind. I want to make sure I'm in the wilderness too. And guess what? I don't want to be a rebel either. Still lazy. Still got my idol with me. Nobody know I still got my idols with me. No! I want to take hold of the righteousness and remember the Shabbat. That I'm amongst my brethren in the truth, Con. And I even tell them, if you see me going off, I pray you be a righteous brother or sister and check me, Con. If you see me going up, but God forbid I be going off, Con. I am not going out Jeremiah 23. But I say what I'm saying because if you are truly an Israelite, you will open rebuke me and not give me no secret love. Don't give me that yatta boy stuff. Call it out, Con. For those who said Con, you've been noted. Read verse 2 again. The rest of them kept their mouth shut. I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready to tell me going on. Right? But for those who said Con, you've been noted by Yahweh, Con. Read what you got in verse 2 again.
Isaiah 56 and 2.
Read.
Blessed is the man that doeth this.
Come on.
The son of man that layeth hold on it.
Yes, sir.
That keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it.
Come on.
And keepeth his hand from doing any evil.
See that? It's a vocation. You can't sit at home, read all day, and think you holier than thou. These hands and these feet got to get to doing something. It's a vocation. That's why I said your hands got to be involved. Read.
Verse 3.
Come on.
Neither let the son of the stranger that has joined himself to the Lord speak, saying, the Lord has utterly separated me from his people.
From his what?
From his people.
Who has been separated? Come on. It says, the stranger has said, the Lord has separated me. Who is separated? Not all at once. Y'all should know this. Who can testify they got separated? So like grace and peace, Sister Sue. Northern Kingdom got separated. Con? I want you to make sure y'all note that. Put that in your Bible. Precept that thing right there. So you can know who got separated. They're testifying we got separated from the body. Read.
Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree.
I mean what?
A dry tree.
Slakia. Making sure we know what's going on. Because some people are like, we don't know who the eunuch is, huh? Mm-hmm. We don't know who the eunuch is. I'm going to give you some information now real quick. Give me the book of Acts. Chapter 8. Am I right? Come. Chapter 8 and verse 26, Papa Gishah. I'm going to give you some information. And give you some precepts on this. That's why I said you got to take your time to precept the history. Because if you don't got precepts for the eunuch, you don't got precepts for the stranger, you're going to be sitting there and go, okay, I guess they're right. I don't know who I am either anymore.
Acts 8 and 26.
Come on.
And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert.
Read.
And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, and eunuch.
A what?
A eunuch.
Read.
Of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians.
Read.
Who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship.
What did the Ethiopian eunuch have to do? Worship. He had to come to Jerusalem to worship.
God.
Because if you don't know the word of in the mathematical form, it's talking about division. So he's not an Ethiopian. He is a person who lives in Ethiopia. Remember, you don't name yourself after the land. You just live in the land.
That is true.
But today, I'm El Salvadorian. Today, I'm Mexico. Today, I'm Guatemalan. No, you're not. You have been separated. That's why you call yourself after the land. Because you've been separated. And now he knows he was separated. So what is he going to do? He's going to worship in Jerusalem. Read.
Yes, sir. Verse 28.
Come on.
Was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Elias the prophet.
A.K.A. Isaiah the prophet.
Then,
go ahead, read.
Verse 29. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to his chariot.
Read.
And Philip ran thither to him and heard him, read the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest?
Read.
And he said, How can I, except some man should guide me?
Read.
And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him.
And do what?
Sit with him.
Read.
The place of the scripture which he read was this. He was led as a sheep to the slaughter.
He was what?
Led to the sheep slaughter. I'm sorry.
Just read it again. Take your time.
Yes, sir. 32.
Come on.
The place of the scripture which he read was this. He was led as a sheep to the slaughter.
Come on.
And like a lamb dumb before his shear, so opened he not his mouth.
Come. So he was given scripture to know who his salvation is coming from. Who his Savior is. Just to prove the precept, to go a little deeper, give me Isaiah 53, Baba Kishah. Give me verse 7 and verse 8, Baba Kishah. To show you why the eunuch knew he had to go worship in Jerusalem, because he had no idea, because he was what? Separated. All he knew was Moshe, about the Old Testament, and Uzziah and Jotham, about the kings of old, about Rehoboam and Jeroboam, about the split. But now he's being what? He's being reintroduced unto the gospel and who his Savior is. In Isaiah, he had to sit down and read it. It's from old, that the Messiah is coming from Isaiah, right? Even before Isaiah. But he's given what? Scripture to learn about Isaiah, about Yahushua in the book of Isaiah. 53 and 7,
Isaiah 53 and 7.
Come on.
He was oppressed.
He was what?
Oppressed.
Read.
And he was afflicted.
Read.
Yet he opened not his mouth.
Come on.
He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter.
Read.
And as a sheep before his shearers.
As a what?
And as a sheep before her shearers.
Read.
Is dumb.
Is dumb.
So he opened not his mouth.
Come. That was a prophecy of Yahushua to come and not open up his mouth when Pilate tried to ask him some certain questions. Right? Are you the king of the Jews? Thou sayest. Right? That's all he would say. Because he knew prophecy had to fulfill itself. It had to fulfill itself. But that's what he was given because he's really of us to go worship at Jerusalem.
Verse 8.
To understand the law. Read verse 8.
Yes, sir. Verse 8. He was taken from prison.
He was taken from where?
Prison.
Come on.
And from judgment.
Read.
And who shall declare his generations? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken.
For whose people? My people. So now you know who the eunuch is. You can't mess it up. You can't say it's for everyone. It's just a eunuch from Ethiopia. We read the prophecy that he's reading in Acts, and it says that he has come for his people. For his people. See that? You can't mess it up. That's why I said when you hit the precepts, it's also sweet. But you got to slow it down and don't run over these key words. His people. All praise, all praise. Go back to Isaiah 56, Bob Kishon. Salakia. Nah, that's too much. Isaiah 56.
Isaiah 56 and 1.
Again, if anybody needs any more precepts on the eunuchs, let me know. I'll deal with that after class. But for right now, you heard it. My people. All right. Isaiah 56, where you left off at?
And 1. Thus said...
No. We have verse 4. You're right, verse 4. I heard you, brother. 4. Verse 4. 56 and 4, because it says a dry tree. People that was called a dry tree.
This is Isaiah 56 and 4.
Come on.
For this said the Lord unto the eunuchs that keep my Sabbath.
To do what?
Keep my Sabbath.
Come on.
And choose the things that please me.
Read.
And take hold of my covenant.
Take hold of what?
My covenant.
Should I say more? You see what I'm saying? Read.
Even unto them will I give in mine house.
See that? Come on.
And within my walls a place and a name better than of sons and of daughters.
See that? Read.
I will give them an everlasting name.
Hey, what?
An everlasting name.
Just like your everlasting covenant, you're going to have an everlasting name. Come on.
That shall not be cut off.
Read.
Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to the Lord.
Come on.
To serve him.
To do what?
To serve him.
Read.
And to love the name of the Lord. To be his servant.
To be what?
To be his servant.
So just back up a few ticks. Isaiah 44 from the top. Don't lose Isaiah 56. Isaiah 44 from the top. Because there's only one people who can be servants.
Isaiah 44 and 1.
Come on.
Yet now, hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
Who I have what?
I have chosen.
So we already read that in Isaiah 56. Those who are chosen, those whom he has to love, the name of Yahweh, to be his servants, right? Read.
Thus said the Lord that made thee, and formed thee from the womb.
From where?
From the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen.
Who I have what?
I have chosen.
See that? Jeshurun, a.k.a. Israel. A.k.a. Israel, for those who don't know. Read.
For I will pour out water upon him that is thirsty.
He will do what?
Pour water upon him that is thirsty.
Come on.
And floods upon the dry ground.
On the what?
On the dry ground.
Come on.
I will pour my spirit upon thy seed.
Read.
And my blessings upon thine offspring.
Read.
And they shall spring up as among the grass.
Oh, as among what?
The grass.
Come on.
As willows by the water courses.
See that? You see that? There go your dry tree being watered. See that? There go your dry tree being watered. That's why Psalms was not lying. That you need to be a tree by the water. A river of water. Because it's prophesied you will receive that water Yahweh shall give you. You will receive it. If, the reason I say if, because Yahweh Shai said he has received those who Yahweh has given him in John 17. And then they have not failed. They have not failed. But we're reading this in the Old Testament. They was already keeping the charge. Northern and Southern a remnant was already keeping the charge. Was already doing that. Any comments, questions, or concerns before we continue? We only got about 30 minutes. Any comments, questions, concerns? Anybody miss any precepts before we continue? All right. All praises. Y'all being listeners today. I ain't missing the beat today. All praises, all praises. I'm just bigging things up.
Stop at 56 and 4.
Right. Hold that. Give me Isaiah 39 and 5 real quick. Isaiah 39 and 5. I'll get shot. Let's see. Give me verse 4. Give me verse 4 and come on down. This is a precept real quick.
Isaiah 39 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then said he, what have they seen in thine house? And Hezekiah answered, all that is in mine house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not showed them.
Read.
Then said Isaiah to Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord of hosts. Behold, the days come that all that is in thine house and that which thy fathers have laid up in store until this day shall be carried to Babylon.
Shall be what?
Carried to Babylon.
Now, is this northern or southern?
Southern.
The water king is southern kingdom, like I was trying to tell you all. The Most High may have mercy on Judah, but he still remembers Judah's sin. See that? He still remembers Judah's sin. So just to let you know, it's happening to both sides. But one he has mercy on, you guys already know why he has mercy on Judah. Not that they be cut off, but he could cut off Israel because how they went into idolatry, spiritual fornication. Did you finish out verse 4?
I finished 6.
Come on.
Verse 7. And of thy son that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs.
They shall be what?
Eunuchs.
So I had to hit it. So you'll know what's going on. So you will know what's going on. So you will know what's going on. Southern Kingdom got afflicted as well, to where they're being eunuchs. Also, you will remember a real famous prophet they don't talk much about, also became a eunuch to dwell in the palace of the Chaldeans. Right? Who was that? Khan. I need to get my point. Daniel, right? Daniel and Hananiah and Azariah and Mishael. You would know them as Daniel or Belshazzar and Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. You would know them, but they are eunuchs. They are eunuchs. So now you're reading about Judah being a eunuch in Babylon. See that? Finish it out.
In the palace of the king of Babylon.
Come on.
Then said Hezekiah to Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord, which thou hast spoken. He said, moreover, for there shall be peace and truth in my days.
There shall be what?
Peace and truth in my days.
Right? Don't fret. We're still keeping the charge of the Most High. Just like you got Northern Kingdom still doing it, Judah's still doing it. You see that? Don't fret, family. We still have amongst us righteous body who is still doing thus saith Yahweh. Right? Go back to Isaiah 56 where you left off at.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, make sure you link those precepts. That's history for your so-called New Testament. That's history to show you what's going on. There ain't no Ethiopian, aka Hamites, going into your temples now. That's not what's going on. Read.
Verse 6. Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to the Lord to serve him and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants.
That we read in Isaiah 44. Israel was cast out being called a stranger, alien of the commonwealth of Israel. Read.
Everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it.
From doing what?
Polluting it.
So now you know it's an Israelite because they are what? Commanded to keep the commandments of God. To remember the Sabbath, to keep it holy. Read.
And taketh hold of my covenant. Even them will I bring to my holy mountain.
Read.
And make them joyful in my house of prayer.
Read.
Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon mine altar.
Read.
For mine house shall be called a house of prayer for all people.
For what?
For all people.
All right, so who jumped off the bandwagon? Who jumped off? You all about this Israelite talk. It says for all people. How you gonna rectify that? All right. What you got, Brother Yaku?
Because I can easily tell them that the Bible is an African book. Over 1,500 times the words Egypt and Ethiopia are in it.
Oh.
And you can find the Serengeti.
You talking
Chronicles 20, verse 2.
Yeah. You talking to I'm going back to the one brother me and you had come across. You going back to a brother who's sold himself to Catholicism, right? That type of thinking, right? What I do, as I said before, I always put myself as the first day. Matter of fact, I put myself before the first day. So I'll know what I'm dealing with when I'm out there. Or when I'm in my family's house, I know what I'm dealing with. Because I know how, even though I wasn't in it, I was still in it. Because how I was raised, So therefore, all of us how we were raised, So therefore, when I hear that one verse and you isolate it, and there's precepts for that too, about all people. I asked people, did you listen to what I was reading? Did you listen to anything that I was reading thus far to see how I can conclude all of a sudden how it be everybody, right? Because if you remember what you read, you don't even have to get into the theology. You don't have to get into the dates and times and books and this and the third. You just said, who I've been reading about the whole time. I read about Yatham. I read about Uzziah. I read about Hezekiah. I read about Ahab. You know what I'm saying? I even read about Syria and Assyria, how they were confederate with who? With us. To go against us. I read you some history. Were you listening to the history? Then when they say, yeah, then I go, then how can you conclude all people? It never was written. See what I'm saying? It never was written. But not only that, check this out, because they'll tell you to do what? If you read above and you read below, you get the understanding, But let's read below. Come on. Let's read below.
Okay. This here is, we're in Isaiah 56.
Verse 8.
And verse, 7, sir?
We read 7.
Oh, okay.
We read 7 because of prayer, the house of prayer for all people. We read verse 8. Come on, let's read verse 8.
The Lord God, which gathereth the outcast of Israel.
Who is it for?
Israel.
No. The outcast
of Israel.
See how you got to slow it down? The outcast of Israel. This who was for. You had to send the letters out and the post out to let the outcasts know, those who are unclean, that they can be pardoned, to still keep the righteous acts of the Most High. Remember what we were reading. Remember. And you understand, ain't nothing changed. Hey, look, I pray you, don't say you clean right now. Just give you some wisdom. Don't say you clean right now. Act as if you are the outcast, because according to your waking up, you were an outcast. No matter what tribe you was claiming, you were an outcast. And now you're being treated as an outcast now, You're being treated as an outcast. What I mean is now family and friends and members and co-workers or whatever, associates now treat you as an outcast because now you're on the other side now. I pray you are on the other side, looking out instead of looking in. Because he said, read verse 8 again.
This is Isaiah 56 and 8. The Lord God, which gathereth the outcasts of Israel,
yes, sir,
said, yet
I will what?
I will gather others to him, beside those that are gathered unto him.
For those who've kept the charge, I'm gathering those outcasts unto you. I'm gathering the outcasts unto you. That's why when we're gonna get there, you're gonna understand the mess that was going on even yet this day, because they forgot that part. They forgot that Yahweh said, hold on, you ain't clean. Yeah, you've been doing thus saith the Lord, but you haven't fulfilled the end. You haven't endured into the end. You ain't all that. Yahweh ain't come back yet. You still gotta watch yourself, I appreciate you coming. I give you blessings that you've been coming, but as soon as you come, Some of y'all have left the truth. Just like the outcast, some of y'all left. Some of y'all left and came back again. Joined other camps. Because that camp wasn't your field. Wasn't in your spirit. So you went to another camp. And then you left another camp. Right? Some of us done that. Because you're trying to do you. You're not trying to do Yahweh Shai. And I get that. Some of us are weak in faith. But you should be looking for those who are strong in faith. Not to get to another topic, right? Not to get to another topic, right? Give me the book of Acts chapter 10, Acts chapter 10 and verse 25. Because again, like I said, I'm transferring to the so-called New Testament to see how they were, some of them were remembering, and some of them were still on one. They were still, when I mean on one, they were still want to do as they pleased, as Judges said. All Israel was doing it the way that they saw fit in their own eyes. Like today. I keep Passover, but I believe it's called Easter now. on that type of speed. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. Wearing them pastel pinks and purples and whites. Right? Give me Acts 10 and 25, Apocrypha.
And 25.
Come on.
And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet.
Yes, sir.
And worshipped him.
What did he do?
Worshipped him.
Read.
But Peter took him up, saying, Stand up. I myself also am a mortal, am a man.
What did he tell him?
I myself also am a man.
Come. Why are you trying to act like I'm all that? I also have to fulfill the righteous acts of the Most High. I got to endure to the end too. Stand up, for I am a mortal man. Read.
And as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together.
Come on.
And he said unto them, Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew.
Which is a what?
Which is a Jew.
Come on.
To keep company or come unto one of another nation.
You see what he's spitting? You see what he's spitting? We like that. We like that. I ain't hanging out with them. Why? Man, they going off. Goes off. I ain't hanging out with them. Some people are like, yeah, we ain't supposed to be mingling. We ain't supposed to be mingling with them other. I ain't talking about the nations. You know what we're talking about. Ain't supposed to be dealing with them, man. Them cats wicked, man. Them cats going off. Right? They don't believe what I believe in. Yeah, but they Israel. Yeah, but they don't believe what I believe in. Right? That's how I know, again, who's strong in their faith and who weak in their faith. It is what it is, I'm a realist. And if some of y'all feeling pressed, maybe you need to be pressed. And for some of those who aren't pressed, right, you should be calling yourself strong in your faith, and then now you know why this is being said. Because some people aren't strong in their faith. And so they'll say, I ain't going over their house. Why? They going off. Right? They doing this, they doing that. I don't believe in that. And I go, okay, I feel you, right? Read.
But God has showed me.
Whoa, who showed you?
God has showed me.
Come on.
That I should not call any man common or unclean.
I should not put that sign or that type of spirit on any of my brethren, no matter what they in. Because even a lot of us have been actually showing up. You think somebody ain't gonna be in the truth because they will double down on their so-called faith or their so-called lust of the world, and all of a sudden, boop, they pop up, and you go, wow. You only gonna talk to yourself though. I didn't think God was gonna wake him up. I think God was gonna wake that sister up. Oh my God, they up here in class. Happens all the time, Now I know people tell the truth because they say because they thought somebody wasn't gonna get in. All of a sudden they pop in and they 10 toes down all of a sudden. Right? So now you can't afford to call no one common or unclean because you don't know Yahweh. Read.
Verse 29.
Come on.
Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying.
Without what?
Gainsaying.
Like they was doing back in the day, scoffing, gainsaying, thank you, ridicule. I'm better than you. I've been in the truth for 5 years. You just come. You a babe. And then that babe turn around and start showing you something, because I sat down and listened and learned. Because my zeal, you don't understand my zeal. Because Yahweh gave me my zeal, so you can't call me common or unclean. Come on.
Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying. As soon as I was sent for, I asked therefore for what intent ye have sent for me.
Read.
And Cornelius said, 4 days ago I was fasting until this hour. And at the ninth hour I prayed in my house. And behold, a man stood before me in bright clothing.
In what?
In bright clothing.
Read.
And said, Cornelius, thy prayer is heard, and thine alms are had in remembrance in the sight of God.
Come on.
Send therefore to Joppa, and call hither Simon, whose surname is Peter.
The rock, come on.
He is lodged in the house of one Simon, a tanner by the seaside, who when he cometh shall speak unto thee. Immediately therefore I sent to thee, and thou hast well done that thou art come. Now therefore are we all here present before God to hear all things that are commanded thee of God.
See that? We're all supposed to gather together once you understand that you can't call yourself the 144. You can't call yourself the elect. You can pray for it. I give you that. We all pray, right? You can pray for it, but don't be sitting there boasting yourself like you in there. Don't boast yourself like you in there because you're sitting in here or you're sitting in any other camp. Don't do that. Because just like Cornelius had to find out about the prophecy of the four-cornered knit with the plethora of defiled things on that sheet, it was talking about you look at your brethren as heathen because of how they move. Right. But you'll be fooled about them brethren. Because some of them brethren, as you found out, according to Hosea, those are also called the sons of God. Those are also called. Them strangers, them Israelites acting like heathen and eunuchs, now you found out northern and southern kingdom are going off. But they are prophesied to come back. But yet this day, you don't know who they are. That's why I said earlier, our job is just to teach. And don't fool yourself. You teach by the way Yahweh give it you. Don't be trying to expound on some precepts that you ain't never seen before. Tell yourself, I don't know that part. Let me make a phone call and I'll get back with you. But you teach as the Spirit of Yahweh giving you utterance, and you leave it there. Because he'll give the increase, not you. He'll give the increase, right? What you read to? You read to verse
33.
You good right there. Drop that. Give me Revelation 21:12. Revelation 21:12. Tom's flying, man. Revelation 21:12.
Revelation 21 and 12.
Any comments, questions online?
There's a question, but it's back concerning the damn question. So I told him I'll pose it to you again during the Q&A section.
Come. All praise the Lord King. Revelation 21 and 12. So you start at verse 10. Start at verse 10. Yes, sir. Family.
Revelations 21 and 10. Before.
Give me verse 9. Give me verse 9. I'll do that too. I gotta be ready to be patient with me. I'll do that.
Revelations 21 and 9.
Come on.
And there came unto me one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife.
He gonna show you who we are. Those who have been to the marriage, he's gonna show you who we are. Read.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem.
So it literally is not a city, it's a people. See that? It's the people. All right, I got a question. Since y'all counting. It says in verse 10. Read verse 10 again,
This is Revelation 21:10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain.
What's that mountain? See that? These are key words you have to focus on to understand what's really going on in that scripture. Because you have to paint a picture. You have to paint a picture. I'm a tradesman. I have to paint a picture so I know what I'm looking at. You good?
It's a chariot.
All right. A what?
It's a fathership, a chariot.
Come. How would you know this stuff?
Because it's a high mountain.
But you know where I'm going.
Oh, I know.
She don't do that to me. Right? You know where I'm going. The reason why I'm going is so you guys can see it. You guys can see it. It is in the Apocrypha. Khan. She bethought herself. Khan. So say it again. Well, we're gonna read a little above that. Because we want to read all the details. I like to read the details, right? Give me verse 4. Start at verse 4.
2nd Esdras 13 and verse 4.
On page 30.
On page 30 in the Apocrypha. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number, from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain.
A what?
A great mountain.
Come, there's your chariot. There's your chariot. Come on.
And flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereabout the hill was graven, and I could not.
And ye what?
I could not.
Read.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which had gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
And yet what?
And durst fight.
Right, stop right there. Bear with me, family.
Okay.
Come, stay right there and go back to Revelation 21.
Yes, sir, I'm at there. Revelation 21 and 9.
No, verse 10.
Verse 10.
The precept what we just read in 2nd Esdras 13 again.
Revelation 21 and 10.
Come on.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
From God. But remember, that is the mountain is the fathership. So how is the latter part says, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven. The reason why I'm putting emphasis on that, I know what they're teaching. They're literally teaching a square-like formation. It's almost like a Wizard of Oz. It's coming down from heaven and boom, in West Virginia. All in its glory, already built, prefabricated, all of its glory and luster. And I guess Howard Shaw is already in there, I guess. But that's what they teach. They teach it like that. I know for a fact they teach it like that. That this building is going to come out of heaven and plop itself on the land. And no joke, some teach it in West Virginia, some teach it in the actual Jerusalem, but they still believe in this preface of a literal city coming out of heaven and just whatever it's going to land on is going to decimate. They teach that. So therefore, I love to slow these little tidbits down so you can paint the real picture, right? The real picture, right? I'll give you a little bit of an example. Wisdom of Solomon 5.
Yes, sir.
Because also remember, in Catholicism, in Christianity, the Roman Catholics, they teach you're going to get caught up, But caught up where? Where are you getting caught up to? What do they say? Purgatory, the rapture. But where is that purgatory or the rapture? Where? See what I'm saying? It's made up. It's a philosophy. Now we're going to read something. Let you know what has to happen, because we're reading in the Revelations, and we're going to read a precept in Wisdom of Solomon 5, so you can conclude what's going to happen. Because remember, I said something, everybody was like, Con, that's the body, that's the people.
That's 31.
Right? But you got to prove all things, Con.
Con.
I pray y'all be going down here riffing and talking about, you did the Lord's work. I was like, well, you ain't did that Lord's work.
So it's 33.
You did that Lord's work. It must be done decent in the order. Wisdom of Solomon 5, I'll start from the top.
Yes, sir. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
Read.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they had looked for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he.
This was who?
This was he whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach.
In the what?
Proverb of reproach.
Come. Give me 2nd Esdras 13, the latter clause, because we're going to get the interpretation. Because people don't understand what that salvation looked like. They don't understand what it looked like when it talks about Revelations 21, 9 and 10, when we read 2nd Esdras about the mountain, and we read Wisdom of Solomon about salvation, about those who afflicted you. They're going to see it. They're going to be a witness of your salvation. You need to know what that looks like. Get the interpretation, chapter 13. Start at verse 15.
Yes, sir. 13, 2nd Esdras 13, and it started at verse 15.
Everybody there?
On page 30.
Everybody able to write it down? Like I said, I don't want to lose anybody on this part. Because you got to be able to explain what it looks like in Revelations and the interpretation thereof. And that's what it is, it's an interpretation. But we are rightly dividing the word of truth. Con? Read 13, 15. Start there.
Yes, sir. This 2nd Esdras 13, verse 15.
Come on.
Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream.
Come on.
For as I conceive in mine understanding.
Come on.
Woe unto them that shall be left in those days.
That shall be what?
Left in those days.
Some of y'all should already see it coming. Woe unto them who be left in those days. But come on.
And much more woe unto them that are not left behind.
That are what?
That are not left behind.
Come. Because when you do read other precepts, all of us are going to be afflicted to some degree. But some of us to a woe that you can actually persevere. Some of us to a woe where you'll be destroyed. That's why it says much more woe to them who are not left behind. Come on.
Come. Verse 17.
Come on.
For they that were not left were in heaviness.
They were in what?
Heaviness.
Come on.
Now understand the things that are laid up in the latter days.
In what days?
The latter days.
See that in the days to come. Come on.
Which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind.
Read.
Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as though these dreams declare. Yes, it is easier for him that is in danger to come unto these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, the interpretation of the vision shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the things that thou hast required. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind. This is the interpretation. He that shall endure the perils in that time has kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and have faith toward the Almighty.
See, come on.
Know this, therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they be dead.
Than they be dead. What?
And than they that be dead.
Read.
This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest the man coming up from the midst of the sea.
Read.
The same is he whom God the highest has kept a great season.
Read.
Which by his own self shall deliver his creature.
He shall do what?
Deliver his creature.
You see that? Yahweh Shai, that we read in Revelation, is come to deliver his creature. Read.
And he shall order them that
shall do what?
Order them that are left behind.
Come on.
And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came as a blast of wind and fire and storm.
Read.
And that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in him of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. This is the interpretation.
All right, now this is where you get to marking up your book. Come on.
Verse 29.
Yes, sir.
Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Read it again.
Behold, the days come when he...
I'm sorry. Down.
No, it's just my eyesight, but I'm getting together. When the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
See that? He will deliver you. That's the city. You being delivered. That's the city. Yahushua has delivered you. Even when you read Ezekiel, he's going to search out, wherever you are, he's going to search you out and call you up and separate you from the rebels that are amongst you. But even here, you saw it in 2nd Esdras, in the beginning of it, of the great mountain. You read in Revelations, that mountain is Yahushua and his chariot. And now you see Yahushua delivering his creature. Ones who have done what? They've been left behind because they're doing what? The righteous acts. They're going through the fire. They're in the highways and byways. They don't care about what's going on. They know what's at hand. I gotta be what? I gotta show myself approved. That's what's going on. I have no, there's gonna be wars and rumors of wars going on. I gotta show myself to be approved unto my Elohim that I get in there. That's what's at stake. People are gonna be thinking you crazy. Don't you see what's going on? Yeah, I gotta get to my brother though. I gotta get to my sister because they called me. I gotta go. Because the greatest commandment is to do what? Be a living sacrifice unto your people. Just saying. But again, you have made yourself ready. You will see it just. You will see it very justly when it comes to that level. You will be just. Don't worry about it. I know right now it's like, I don't know. Because some family members I ain't willing to sacrifice myself for. But don't worry, trust me. When you get to that level, you ain't going to think about it. You're going to be like a mother to her children. You hear me? That's how you're going to think. Ain't nothing to talk about. We got to go. That's how you're going to think. That's why Yahushua already knows. And that time coming, the latter days, he already knows who he's going to gather. He already knows who he's going to call up because they have made themselves worthy. Right? Drop that. Give me Revelation 21 and 10 again.
Yes, sir.
Now that you know what it looks like, who's made themselves ready, now you know what it looks like. Revelation 21 and 10.
Revelation 21 and 10.
Come on.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
Do what?
Descending out of heaven from God.
Come on.
Having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone.
Even like a what?
A jasper stone.
I tell you, better get one. Don't let nobody sell you on that already. Get you a jasper stone. Let you know what it is. Read.
Clear as crystal.
Read.
And had a great wall and high, and had 12 gates.
Read.
And at the gates 12 angels.
Come on.
And names written thereon,
Read.
which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Stop right there. I'm gonna conclude right there because I can't go. I want to go further, but I'm running out of time. But I can't go any further to hit another level about how we became strangers and Gentiles. To where now we who are not understanding the Bible yet will still call themselves Ham, or call themselves by another nation or the name of the land, right? It's because they don't know who they are because of the disinheritance, right? The cutoff from who you are from a heritage. That you are truly the child of God. You are truly a daughter of Sarah. You are truly, some of us are prophets and don't know. Prophets. Like we have a way about us where we always go into the scriptures, but because how the scriptures were delivered unto us, we in the spirit, but in the wrong understanding. We got that zeal, but just still believing things that haven't been shown us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we know that we're still yet this day in our captivity. Because we still would say something like, man, it's something about you. It's something about you to where I feel like I can talk to you about God. We talk like that. And I'd be like, yeah, I do believe, or I go to church, or yada, yada, yada. And they go, see, I knew it, I can talk to you. It's not unnatural to think that way. It's not unnatural to think that way because it's true. We are spiritual people, God. And the Most High has connected us, but we have to be open. That's the problem. We have to be open and not closed off. So when you feel a person's vibe, it's not wrong to feel their vibe and go, hey, can I talk to you about God real quick? Because 9 out of 10 are going to be like, yeah, you can talk to me. Y'all listen because they are of you, God. So don't be afraid to do that. What you got, Sergeant?
Yes, Amos 2:11.
Con, I like that one.
And I raised up of your sons for prophets.
For what?
For prophets.
For what?
And of your young men for Nazarites.
Con.
Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel,
you see that?
The Lord?
Is it not even now? Just because, you've been scattered, I still have them on the earth doing the righteous acts. They may be like John. Are you Elijah? No, I'm just John. Are you the Messiah? No, I'm just John. They're like, because your spirit is telling me, and the Bible is telling me, somebody else that I'm supposed to be looking for. But he's like, no, I'm just John. See that? That's what's going on now. We should be actually having enough faith to ask people, hey, you want to get down on this book? Hey, you mind if I open this book up to you? Why? Because I'm feeling the vibe coming from it. I'm feeling like you searching, right? Like Chris would be, I feel a... Let me stop. But we'll be doing it in sincerity, Con. That's my point. We'll be doing it in sincerity, not putting on the show. Right? That part, right? Everybody on one accord right now, Con? Anyone got any questions or comments predicated on what you've learned or what you already know? Right? Like I said, this is not a new teaching, but because we get people still coming in the fold, we sometimes have to go back to rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High. I got you, Sergeant. And on top of that, I want to make sure that you have a chance to get all your precepts in, be able to underline your words, highlight your words, so you can go back and recall the things that you've learned today, Con? All praise on the Lord to the Most High. Anyone online with comment, question, or concern, Brother Yehuda?
Yes. Brother Creation that chimed in earlier. He asked, why is Dan not listed as that part of the 144?
Oh, but that's the issue. If they would have listened to the precept we brought up earlier, they are. To make it simple, they are. Just because you don't read what you want to read and you want it to be in a certain place, don't mean that it's not there. Right? I'll read it. I tell everybody this, and because it's there, it's in the book of Isaiah chapter 8. Follow me, family, if your heart desire. Follow me, Isaiah chapter 8. Because I did bring it out earlier. As a matter of fact, I'll name it so they can get it and read it at their leisure, and then I'll read Isaiah 8 real quick. So bear with me, family. Then he's gonna call it. It is not only in chapter 48; it's also in chapter 47 as well. About what I'm about to read, and the book of now I'm not going to read it. I'm going to quote it. Ezekiel chapter 48, verse 31. But actually, if you want the whole entirety of it, you can start at verse 22, and read all the way to 35 in Ezekiel chapter 48. Verse 22 all the way to verse 35, if you want the entirety of it, about all the tribes have a gate. If you have a gate, you have 12,000. If you have your 1,000, you have your elect. You have your portion, according to the Bible. It's not debatable at that point, but nonetheless, you have to read this in Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. It reads thus, in Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And verse 21 says, and they that pass through it hardly be stead and hungry, and it shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their God and look upward, because they're not reading it to the law first and to the testimony. You have to read it in that order. You have to read it in that order, because your testimony is in the law. Your testimony does not begin with Yahweh Shah. Your testimony is in the law. So that's why the order is set to the law and to the testimony. If anyone speaks outside of that order, trust me, it's not going to sound right. And you will be confused. Trust me on that. There are many other scriptures that precept that, but Isaiah knows better. I have to bring up the law and who is under it, and what happens to those who keep it, and what happens to those who don't keep it. It's written just like that. Because like, yeah, grace and peace.
Hey, grace and peace, God. It even still keeps that order in sequence in Revelation 14 and 12.
That's our go-to. That's our go-to. But I pulled Isaiah because it's in the Tanakh that you have to keep that order about the law and the testimony. But all praises, it says to the saints, those who keep the law and the faith in Yahweh Shah, when Revelation 14:12 was written. You see that? There's nothing new going on, but we have to bethink ourselves daily. Not just sometimes, daily. Because soon as you start feeling yourself, because that's what Judah and Israel do. We start feeling ourselves. I don't have to study today. I don't have to pray today. I'll go to the Sabbath next week, right? And therefore, you start to backslide right there. That's why David had to tell his son Solomon, keep the charge and show yourself a man and keep the commandments. That's the only way you can show yourself approved. Is to keep yourself decent and in order at all times. That's how it has to be. So hopefully he bethought himself and remembers Ezekiel 48, that all tribes have a gate, and so therefore they have your 144. But the problem is this: when it pulls up Joseph in Revelations, they forget the history. They forget the history. That's why I go back to Genesis all the time. Genesis 49 is another go-to. You read the whole chapter, Genesis 49, it's a prophecy of Jacob letting you know there's something coming to every tribe. Every tribe. Also in Genesis 48 again, why Ephraim and Manasseh had to be brought in through Joseph. If people forget their history. Why Joseph had to, him too, Father. He goes, I know it, son, I know it. But he too will be a nation. But it's going to Ephraim first. Going to Ephraim first. See that? You have to remember the history. Because the history is the mystery, The history is the mystery. But that's why, man, I pray that brother continues to listen in, because if he listened last week, he would have known how we got to this part. He would have known why we are talking about Dan also having a portion, because the Bible says he has a portion. It said it in Genesis 49. It says it again in Ezekiel. It says it again in Revelations. It's just that he has to remember the history, how the split happened, how the history of Joseph also having the grandchildren of Jacob's seed coming in. That's why it says the word Jezreel, because it's all the seed, all of the seed, aka Jezreel. See that? So in that, I say all honor and all glory and praise unto Yahweh by way of Hamashiach Yahushai, also unto the elect elders and the elect ladies who are also doing the will of Hamashiach Yahushai in Yahweh's name, and have not at all defiled themselves under any other God but the Elohim himself. And again, here in the end of the lesson, I give all honor and glory and praise unto the brethren and sisters here, and say grace and peace be multiplied unto you, that you too have a good understanding of the scriptures. If not, I pray that you make haste and ask questions, and also continue to study and show yourself approved as well. And that, I say, Yahweh, Bashem, Mashiach, Yahushua, Yahweh, Bashem, Mashiach, Yahushua, Kwam Yeshua, Yahushua, Selah, Hallelujah, Amen. Shalom.